Hello everyone, this is MystieGaming, and recently I posted a poll on my channel that pretty much asked if y'all would be interested in movie edits of my previous series, and apparently y'all are. I don't know why, because I'm here to warn you, this is my very first series. It's the movie edit of it. It's terrible. I was a complete beginner at YouTube. I didn't know what I was doing. The sound, audio is all over the place, the videos aren't interesting, but here's the movie edit of my first Fossils in Archaeology 1.12.2 Minecraft series, and I hope you all enjoy, or at least get a good laugh. So, to the rest of the video.
Hey guys, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and today we're in a new world because we're starting a new series. So unfortunately we had to stop the last one because there was a lot of issues with the mod pack and it was becoming really unstable. So between this episode and last episode I redid the mod pack so that it's going to be both more stable and a lot more suitable to what I want to do. I removed some mods like HBM's nuclear tech mod and tech guns so that the world would be a lot more peaceful and I wouldn't be dying constantly. I added some mods like Techtopia, which alters villages because we are in a very old version of Minecraft before the village and pillage update. I added the Zoo and Wild Animals mod, which adds all these cool, really well done animals, and it's a beautiful mod. I also added some cosmetic mods because a big goal for this series is going to be to build a zoo, and I'm really hoping to have lots of really cool dinosaurs in that zoo, along with lots of the really cool animals added by the Zoo and Wild Animals mod. I will leave the full mod description in the description below. And in this episode, I'm really going to focus on getting everything set up so that we can do a lot of really fun stuff in the next episode. I'm going to try and do most of it off camera so that we could maybe get some fun stuff done this episode. I don't really know. We're playing with Biomes of Plenty as the world generation in the settings. I also turned Keep Inventory on because I die a lot, and I turned Fire Tick off so that I didn't have to worry about things burning down. So let's get into this. I'm gonna go exploring so that I can find a really cool place for us to live and set up the park. What I'm looking for is a relatively flat area. And as I'm going, I'm going to collect tons of different saplings so I can have lots of different things to build with. So every different type of tree, I'm going to grab at least one sapling from it and some of the wood. And I'm going to see you guys when I find a really cool place to live. So I will see you then. Okay guys, so I was just kind of looking around the spawn area, spawns literally right over here, and I actually think we got a really good spawn, so I think we might be sticking around. I think we're probably gonna live on this almost island right here. So there's a lot of really flat land, and there's even a village over here. I think this is definitely where we're gonna settle. So I'm going to find a really good spot to build a house, and I will be back. I think we are going to build our house on this little mountain over here so that when we do get more of the park set up, we can kind of overlook it and be at a more central point. But while I'm kind of clearing land for the house, I'm gonna show you guys a clip of me just exploring and some of the different things I found. I ran into some pretty interesting things while I was mining. On the mini-map you can see there's this ravine down here. I went down there and I got us a lot of resources. So I'm gonna play that clip right now. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed that last clip, but I cleared out the area and I lost a lot of health because these guys will randomly like headbutt you. Also, I was attacked by several zombies. But for the house, I think we're gonna use this mangrove wood that I found. Even though it's very different from like the new mangrove wood, I still think it's really pretty. The new mangrove wood in like 1.19 and stuff. But I think this wood is really pretty, and I think that's what we're gonna build our house out of. So I'm gonna get us a basic outline set out, and then I will bring you guys back. So this is like the basic shape we're gonna go for. It's a lot smaller than the other house I did, and that's just because I realized the other house I made was just way too big in the last series. So I'm thinking about putting an enchanting setup like over here, maybe some storage, and then like an area for me to sleep over here. So now I think I'm going to do a time lapse of me building this, so I hope you enjoy that, and I will see you after I am done. Hey guys, as you can see, the house isn't quite done yet, but I keep running out of food, so I think we should go explore the village real quick and see if they have any carrots or potatoes we could grab. So as you saw with the time lapse, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it off because it just keeps getting interrupted, and so I'll finish the rest of this off camera, but right now we're gonna go and explore the village over here. villages also have houses like this, which are from Heroes Expansion, which possibly have spiders. It looks like this one doesn't, though. But if they have spiders, they're like the radioactive spiders that can turn you into Spider-Man. So we're just going to explore the village. As you can see, these are added by Techtopia. This is a garbage pile from rats. Let's see here. You see these villagers, they all have assigned jobs, and this guy's a lumberjack, so he's working on that. Oh, look, there's a blacksmith and plenty of crops, which are currently being harvested. Okay, let's see. Wow, that is 3 diamonds. I don't think I've ever found 3 diamonds in one blacksmith before. I think that's really, well, that's really epic, because I didn't have to go mining to get these. Though I did do a little mining to get some more cobblestone, just in between clips. So in this village, I definitely plan on stealing all of their books, so I don't have to worry about that when I want to get an enchanting set up. Oh, this building is always really loud. So I'm just going to grab that, and then I'm going to steal these and get out of here. It's so loud because of all of the animals. I'm already out of inventory space. I'll take the food, because that is what I'm running out of. Okay. Oh, there's a building. Oh, I am literally almost completely out of food. Okay. There we go. Now I can sprint again. So this building is also kind of important. It's added by Fossils and Archaeology, and it contains an analyzer, which is what we need to put the fossils in to get the dinosaurs. And it gave us some fossils as well in the chest, which is pretty convenient. Okay, it looks like these farms are not as crazy as those ones over there. I don't know why there were so many people at those. So I'm just gonna grab some of these. I don't really see any carrots though. I hope there's another farm with carrots. Otherwise, I'll probably have to go find another village at some point. Though there are a lot of the buildings with books. This is another house that's added by Fossils and Archaeology. It contains like all these cool pots and stuff. And some bones. Bones are helpful. And out back, it has some fossils. And we didn't really get anything all that good, unfortunately. Okay, let's head out. And let's check this farm over here for carrots. Doesn't look like there are any carrots, but there's plenty more potatoes. Oh, and there's this pretty biome. That's cool. I don't really think we need beetroot, but... Oh, hold on, let me eat these so I have some inventory space. Definitely gonna take some seeds just in case. I think that's about all the main stuff for the village. I might come back here at some point off camera and just see if there's anything that I missed. But I'm going to head back and get a farm set up so I can start growing some food. And then I'm going to finish building the house. And I will come back when I am done. Okay guys, so I did finish the house and I think it looks great. I decorated with some leaves and we've done the farm. And there's just one more thing I want to do before we finish the episode. In the village, there were some biofossils. It's this chest. Some tar biofossils. And I want to run these through the analyzer to see if we get any dinosaur DNA. So I don't really remember what the difference is between the tar fossils and the regular fossils. But hopefully we'll have a pretty high chance of getting a DNA, because we do have 3. Looks like we didn't get any luck with the first one. Maybe the second one? Nope. It did give me some bone meal, though. And the third? Nope. Okay, well, that's alright. We can always get more biofossils. But this is where I wanted to end the episode. Thank you all for watching all the way through. If you did, and if you did watch all the way through and you did like it, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Hey guys, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and today we're going to be playing some more Minecraft. Now, as you can probably tell, a lot has changed since the end of last episode. And the main reason for that is I completely filmed like this whole other episode, and then I went to edit it, and it just turned out really, really boring. So, I'm going to tell you what I did and show you what I did. So obviously we did some mining, we got an enchantment setup done, and most importantly, we got a mob spawner set up. Now, it's really messy and it's really ugly, but it's really efficient, partially because there are 3 spawners in there. Because with Apotheosis, you can use Silk Touch and move spawners. So let's just see in there. Yep, there's 3 spawners and it's really efficient. Like, I'll come up here just for a couple seconds, and then I'll walk down and they'll be like dying from entity cramming. So if we just get back down here, yep, they are all in here. I couldn't quite make it to where they died a half a heart because we hit bedrock, but that's the biggest thing we did. And we also fought a boss. Well, it wasn't really like a boss, it was more of a Apotheosis like spawns in these really strong mobs that have a lot of health and have this really awesome gear. And I killed one and it dropped his chest piece. Also, other really big news. Oh, that's the wrong button. We got, oh no, it is up here. I put them up here in the chest. We got lots of fossils from mining, and we not only got a scarab gem, which is super rare if you didn't know. Let's see. Hold on. Information about it. It's an extremely rare drop, and it can be used to tame large, hostile prehistoric creatures, including the T-Rex and the Allosaurus. So I'm really excited about that. And we got 3 dinosaur DNAs. So we have this one that looks like a mammoth, we have this one that looks like a turtle, and we have this one that kind of looks like a salamander. So I'm thinking we get a habitat set up for at least one of them today. But first, we need a cultivator to turn the dinosaur into, or the DNA into a dinosaur, which means we need some sort of slime, some glass, and some iron and some water buckets. So I'm gonna get all of that together and I'm gonna craft, so we can craft that, and then I will come back. Okay, now that we have the cultivator, I think I'm just gonna throw it like right over here. This does have a chance, like the cultivation can fail and it'll like explode and there'll go like water everywhere, but hopefully we won't run into that. But before we get a dinosaur, I want to get a, I forgot what they were called. I think they're called a transmutation table, which is relatively easy to get, and we just need to go to the Nether to get some glowstone, and I did get obsidian last episode, so we can do that. But the main reason why I want a transmutation table is because it'll be a really easy way for me to get all of the supplies to build all the dinosaur enclosures relatively quickly so that I can get episodes out faster. And it also comes with a really awesome set of tools that'll help me build the habitats faster. So let's see here. Where is my obsidian? I think I stuck it in here. And I should have some flint in ores. Yes. So there we go. And I think I'm just gonna throw the nether portal like out here somewhere, just in the meantime. We might move it, we might not. It depends how good our spawn is. I think I'm gonna put it like right here. Okay. Because we do have plenty of obsidian, so I can make a 3x3 portal instead of like the traditional nether portal. Hopefully that'll work. Yep. Let's just fill in those corners and let's get going. So in this episode, I know I'm kind of jumping right into it, but I am really excited to get going and get started. Oh, please be a good spawn. Okay, this isn't that bad. Let me just waypoint this real quick so we don't lose the portal. So I'm gonna get some quartz, and I'm gonna find some glowstone. Hopefully there'll be some that's like relatively close to the ground, so I don't really have to build up. Maybe that bit up there. Okay, that's doable. Let me just get some netherrack real quick. So in other important news, like in between episodes, I was able to get the replay mod working, which is going to let us do some really cool time lapses. And I'm really excited to play around with that. Hopefully I'll get it working, so hopefully I can do like a cool time lapse of me building the dinosaur habitat. But of course I'll have to see all of that when I start editing it. And hopefully it's going to turn out really cool. And that'll be more than enough glowstone. And hopefully I should have a diamond left over. Ores. Oh yes, I do have a diamond left over. Oh yeah, that's right, because we got fortune at the end of last episode, and we were able to... Because we got fortune 4... which is added by apotheosis, which allows you, like, it gives higher enchantment tiers. So we actually have a level 40 enchantment table rather than a level 30. Okay, so I have the glowstone. I need some regular stone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that's too many. And I have the obsidian already in my inventory. So I will take the food. So while this is smelting up, I just want to explain a little bit more about the transmutation table and what it does. So as you see, everything has an EMC value, and that's basically like a money value, and the transmutation table is basically like a shop, but you can only buy stuff that you've learned. Oh, I forgot the redstone. Knew I was forgetting something. But anyhow, it's kind of like the shop that you go to get the stuff out of. So I will show you momentarily. And we got a lot of achievements from that. Ooh, that connects to the glass. I don't want that there. Maybe I can just throw it right there. So this is what it looks like. It's all fun and like purpley. So basically I can throw dirt in here, and now I have 3 EMC because each dirt is worth 1. So now I'm just going to put as much as I can in here. And as you can see, not everything has an EMC value. Like ores in their raw form do not have an EMC value. A lot of the stuff from the Reborn mod doesn't. I don't want to get rid of any of these tools because they're really good. You can't do enchantment books in there just because they glitch out, or anything with an enchantment, it's going to have a higher EMC value than a normal like tool, but if you put it back in the EMC table, it's going to lose its enchantment. So really quickly, I'm just going to go through my entire storage thing and put what I can into the EMC table and then put everything back. And then I'm going to talk a little bit more about what I want the habitat to look like. Okay guys, so I did throw everything that I possibly could throw into here. I should probably make like some diamond tools and stuff just so that we'll have like a spare set in there, but I don't think I quite have the EMC for that yet, even though we did get a pretty decent chunk from the stuff that we had. And for the dinosaur, first we need to get this cultivating, which we need bio-goo to do that, and luckily we will only have to craft it once because it has an EMC value. So we need an egg of any kind, some wheat, a milk bucket, and some rotten flesh. And I should have a good portion of that. So we have the wheat, I should have rotten flesh. Yep. And then I can get a bucket for the milk, and we might have an egg. Oh, we don't. So the egg, in like when I was testing this mod pack, and my brother and I are also like playing it together in our own separate world, the egg has been really hard to find because of, I think it's because of the Zoo and Wild Animals mod, because the chickens, they don't spawn like at all, and they are so hard to find. But I'm gonna go get the milk and the chicken egg. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long. So I will come back when I got that. Yes! What do I get rid of? The dirt. I get rid of the dirt. I finally got the egg, and it took me so long. I also got an ender pearl, which is going to be really useful if I ever want to go and fight the ender dragon. But I'm going to throw everything I found in here so that I can get it again. As you can see, not the Biomes of Plenty stuff tends to not have a EMC value, which is really sad because these are really pretty flowers and I would love to use them a little bit more in my builds. So those can just like stay there for now. But now that we got the egg, the milk, the wheat, and the rotten, that's not how you spell that, and the rotten flesh, we can make bio-goo. And then I'm just gonna throw that in there so that it's learned, and just grab out a stack of it so that I don't have to worry about that for a while. Now we need to decide, or rather I need to decide, which one of these I want to build an enclosure for. And to be honest, I don't know what any of them are. So I think I'm gonna pop over to a creative world and see what each of these are, and then I'm gonna decide which one I want to build a habitat for. So I will be right back to the creative world, and what I have discovered is that these two are relatively small, like sea creatures, and this one, he kind of looks like an elephant. So I don't think that we're ready for sea creatures, just because in the fossils and archaeology mod, they are a little weird. They were like bouncing up and down in the water. So I think I want to start off with a land creature. So I think we're going to start off with the Platybelodon. I think I said that right. I'm really hoping that I did. Also, I'm going to grab a book if I have one to create a Dinopedia, which will let me see what the dinosaurs like once they're in the world. It'll give me a lot of information about them, like what they need to eat and important stuff like that. It also gives you like some historic stuff on the dinosaur and like where it lived and all that fun stuff. But this is going to take a while. I didn't get anything from that one fossil. I wasn't really expecting to. But I need to get some more resources for the enclosure, and we need to pick out where we're going to put it. So I want to make the enclosures like pretty modern, and I want to use concrete. So I want to get all the different colors, and I have no idea what dyes I have or what dyes I still need. So I know I got some roses. I'm gonna come back and I will hopefully have at least most of the concretes that are in the game. Let's see here. There's one for each color, so there is a lot of them. And if you don't know, to make concrete, you first have to make the powder and then you put it in the water. So I'm gonna go get at least all the concretes I'm going to need for this build, and I will be back. I was getting the stuff for the concrete and the cultivation failed. And so they spawned this Failuresaurus guy who's really mean. And I think this drops slime. Yes, it does. But luckily, it doesn't destroy the DNA at all. It just puts a block of water. And luckily, the cultivator has an EMC. So let me just grab that out and place it back down. That's placed wrong. Well, the only bad thing is it just kind of starts over the process, and it does take a minute. So this will probably be done by the time that I've built the habitat, or at least started on it. But I'm gonna finish getting all the dyes and stuff for the concrete, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I did get all of the concrete that I think we're gonna use for the park. We are missing a couple ones, like the green and like the cyan ones. So the cultivation did finish, and we did get the Platybelodon embryo, which we're gonna have to inject into like a cow or something, and then it's gonna give us the Platybelodon. But in the meantime, I want to clear out this forest so that I can see like what land we're working with and where a good place to put our first enclosure is and the entrance to the park. So let's jump right into that. So hopefully you guys just saw a time lapse of me you know, clearing the trees and building, because I did a little bit more than I said I was going to. First, we did clear out a lot of the trees, and I have this pathway going down to where I think I'm going to put like the regular animal, like zoo. And then over here, we have another pathway kind of just winding down over there to the zoo entrance, which was really fun to build. And I think it's not completely finished yet. I just wanted to get a basic idea of like what I was going for. So I want to do a cave entrance right here or something right here so it doesn't look like this road is coming out of the middle of nowhere. And look, concrete makes you walk really fast, so I think I'm going to be using it for the pathways around the park. And speaking of the dinosaur zoo, this is where I want to do the Platybelodon habitat right here. On another note, I think I am going to have to destroy the village. I might do that off camera though. But in the meantime, we need some things before we can build the habitat. We need a feeder for the actual like dinosaur when we get there. But I think I'm going to wait on crafting that till we have a habitat, which I'm going to build right now.
And this is what we have so far on the habitat. I haven't really added much decoration. I more so got it built, and it's not meant to be any sort of specific, well-rounded shape. I wanted to make it a little bit crazy, and I also wanted to make it pretty big because I want to eventually have more than just one of the Platybelodons in here. And I can't bone meal the rest of this because it hasn't spread all the way to grass yet. But I wanted to see if we could get any prehistoric plants, which are added by fossils in archaeology. It's what you get from the plant fossils. So I'm going to run up there real quick and put some in the analyzer. And then it works literally the exact same way as the dinosaurs. You put it in the analyzer, and once you have a plant or a tree, you put it in the cultivator, and it cultivates it into the plant, I guess. Another thing I want to mention is I did change some of the configs for the fossils and archaeology mod. The biggest thing I changed was dinosaur block breeding. I turned that, or block breaking. I turned that off so that I can have like complete creative freedom with the habitats, because otherwise you would have to make them all out of iron, which is just not what I want to do. I also turned off dinosaur breeding because it tends to get really overwhelmed and the habitats get really overfilled really quickly. So I'm gonna wait for all of this to finish and I will bring you guys back. Guys, so all the seeds have finished cultivating and I just want to see what they look like. I also turned on shaders. I'm just testing it out. It may not stay. It depends how my computer handles it and how laggy it is. But let's get right into the flowers. So there's this one. It's called Florescentia. Oh, that's so pretty. And then this one is not even gonna try. Okay, that one looks kind of like a fern. Ooh, that one's cool looking. Okay. Ooh, I wonder if that one grows to be bigger or if it's just a ground flower. Okay. And then this one's a tree, so I'm just gonna leave it like right there so it's not gonna bug anything if it grows. And the ferns cannot be planted. They must need cropland. But I'm just gonna grab all these
Oh no, it doesn't look like they have an EMC value, so I probably won't use them as much. But let's bone meal that sapling, and I want to see which one we got. Ooh, I don't think I've seen this one before. It's so pretty. Okay, let's get the wood. And the nice part about the saplings is they, you only really have to get one. Ooh, let's see what the wood type looks like. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I think we've had enough distractions. Let's go finish the habitat, and then, so hopefully by the end of this episode, we at least are able to see the baby version of the dinosaur. Hey guys, so I finished decorating the habitat. I added the feeder in, and I added in the toys, and I lured in a donkey so that we can get our dinosaur. So I'm just gonna right click the dinosaur on there. Hopefully that worked. I really don't know. It's just a case of waiting around now. So I'm just gonna hang around here until the baby dinosaur is born, and then I will bring you guys back in when he's been born. Baby Platybelodon. That is such a mouthful, but he looks just like an elephant and he was born. So we can now use the Dinopedia to see his happiness and to see how hungry it is and to see its age and gender and things. So to own the, to tame the baby dinosaurs, you kind of have to stick around and wait for them to either be born or for them to hatch from an egg. But it looks like this guy is a herbivore, so I can fill up his feeder, or he can eat all the grass. I'm also gonna feed up his feeder for him in case he runs out of grass. Let's do apples. Or I think leaves are cheaper. Yeah, let's do some leaves. So basically this guy, he's gonna grow up as over time, with each like Minecraft day being about a year for him. I don't think they can die from old age, and I really hope not. But we have this guy, and he's our first dinosaur. So I think this is where I'm gonna wrap it up for today's episode. We did so much. We got our first dinosaur, which he is so cute and he's gonna grow big and strong. In between episodes, I am going to just do some general maintenance, go mining, get some more fossils. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Have a nice day. You can find the entire mod list in the description of episode 1. If you want to play along with me or check out some of the mods that I'm using. So, bye! Hello, and this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today, well, before we get into anything, I need to catch you guys up on what we did in between episodes, because as you can probably tell, I did a lot. So first things first, I destroyed the village in between episodes that was right next to our base because it was just gonna get completely in the way of the dinosaur park. I also smoothed out the area and covered up any big holes or craters, and if there was an area that I had flattened and there was stone visible, I dug up the stone and replaced it with dirt. So that was the first thing I did. And the second thing I did was I went on this really big mining trip, and I got lots of fossils and I got lots of ores to turn into EMC to prepare for all the building I'm gonna do in this episode. I put the fossils in the analyzer and we got so many cool DNAs. I am just so excited. I also did a lot of farming. I covered the mountainside and crop fields so that there's a little bit of story to the world of like, oh, where did they get all this food to feed the dinosaurs? So I just added tons of different crops down the mountainside. And just kind of continuing off of that in the future, I want to add like a big animal barn for the carnivores and to show where that food has been gotten from. So that was pretty much all I did in between episodes. So now that you've seen those time lapses and you're a bit more caught up on what I did in between episodes, let's go check on our dinosaur from last time. As you can see, I didn't put this in a time lapse, but I kind of just put some fences and leaves and little like custom trees along the pathway just to add a little bit more life to the area. I added lots of lanterns, and if you're wondering how I got lanterns and stuff in this really old version of Minecraft before they're added, I added a mod called the Future MC, and it adds lots of things from future versions back down to 1.12.2. So, if we just come over here, this guy, he has been growing so much while I have been building and doing all the work. So, don't know why there's hearts there, but I'm just gonna ignore it, cause look how big he's gotten! I did move his scratching post a little bit forward, and I think I need to name him, but I have no idea what to name him. But let's just see, let's make sure he's really happy. He's pretty hungry, and I think that's because the scratching post... Oh, I did not mean to hit him. I think I'm gonna have to remove the scratching post because he just gets stuck on it, and I really didn't want him like starving to death because he was just stuck on the scratching post, so I think I'm just gonna remove it. I did leave the ball in here. I don't know where it went. And when I've played this in the past, they've like hit it out of their enclosure before. So I'll probably just stick a new one in here. This is where I kind of put the stuff from the Techtopia mod to despawn. I think it was like right here. Yes, and it seems like everything but this heart despawned, and I really don't want any of it. The heart doesn't do anything, it just makes those really annoying particles. So I guess we could use it for something, but overall it's not really all that useful. So, what I was thinking about doing in this episode was planning out more of the dinosaur park. I think I want to use like more really fun colors of concrete for the enclosures. I want to do like a really fun purple enclosure and like a yellow one, and just to like change it up a lot. I also want to plan out like where like different species will go, possibly like maybe a herbivore area and a carnivore area and an ice age area and just stuff like that, just like a very general plan. Obviously he's the Pterodon, not the Platybelodon, that's what his name is. Obviously the Platybelodon is probably gonna stay here, probably just as like an entrance enclosure. Like, you know how the zoo always has that one animal at the beginning to like catch your attention? I obviously want to build a new enclosure, and when I went mining I got loads of fossils and they turned into so many DNAs. It really, like, I'm super excited. But before we can do any of that, I need to 1, get some resources, and 2, let's look at all the DNAs that we got. So I think I left some in the analyzer over here. Yes, I did, and it looks like we got so many cool and interesting ones. We got a pteranodon, a velociraptor, which I think we might do that one today, a psittapatty, I hope I said that right, and an allosaurus. And are we gonna get anything from this last one? Probably not, but almost there. Nope. And I also have some other DNAs that are upstairs. Oop. These ones. So I got a Megalogoraphitus. I got 2 of them somehow. I got an Ornitholetistes. So I'm just gonna leave all the DNAs up here in the meantime, and let's go do some planning for the just dinosaur zoo in general. So I'm gonna grab all of our colors of concrete real quick and go down to the zoo, and I will meet you guys there. Guys, we are back down at the Dino Zoo, and I have all of these fun concrete colors to play around with. So I'm kind of thinking, I know I want to do the T-Rex habitat in kind of the like redwood area when or if we ever get a T-Rex. So I'm thinking of maybe like sort of putting all the carnivores over around in this area. And I know we also need to get and like sort of swing it back around to the coast because we have there's these really big sea creatures that are also added by Fossils and Archaeology, and I think it's really cool just to like wall off an enclosure in the ocean, and I think we have a really cool area to do that because we have this little island over here that's just surrounded by water. So we could put like a bridge with the big viewing platform, and we could have so many different water creatures like in this water. So maybe having the path sort of swing around like back this way, and we could clear this area out and get lots of enclosures in here. So I think, yes, I'm gonna put all of the carnivores kind of over in this direction and start like bringing them over this way. And I'm thinking about, I definitely want the herbivores over in this big plains biome because there's already a lot of flat open space that I can just build these absolutely massive enclosures in. I don't know if we'll put any 2 dinosaurs together, but I definitely want to have lots of different dinosaurs in this area. Oh look, there's an ocelot. I have no idea where that came from. But, and then maybe we could like put the Ice Age creatures, because there are some at Fossils. Okay, let's see here. You can tell by their like DNA color if they're Ice Age or not. Hold on. DNA. So I think these are all the ones that are from like the Ice Age period. I don't exactly know what the green represents, but I think it's I think they're more insect-like and smaller, so we could maybe do like a big building that houses all of those. But besides that, I'm just gonna get some paths sort of winding through here, maybe do a bit more terraforming, and then I will come back and we can pick what dinosaur we want. And I'm kind of leaning towards the Velociraptor, just because, you know, Velociraptors are really cool, and the Fossils and Archaeology mod did them a really cool way. So, I will see you guys then. So, I did get a little bit of the path planned out. And I'm thinking about putting a visitor center of some sort like right here, maybe with like a gift shop or something. But it's probably not going to be in this shape. This is kind of just like a marker of where I want it. This path right here is really short. It's just kind of going that way out towards where I want the herbivores. This path, however, is quite long. It's just kind of winding through the redwood forest over here, and then it just empties out into the ocean over there. So, I think it is about time to get started with our dinosaur enclosure for this episode. I think I've decided on the Velociraptor. So I'm gonna run up to the house and put the Velociraptor DNA into the cultivator so that it can turn into an egg. And I'm gonna start picking out an area over in this direction with all the, not herbivores, carnivores, so that we can start building the habitat. So I will bring you guys back when I kind of have a little bit of an outline going for the habitat. So I got us this really nice outline for the Velociraptor habitat. I'm making it a little bit bigger because it's U-shaped and this, like, there's a big portion cut out of it. I wanted it to be U-shaped so you kind of feel like you're almost in the habitat when you're like looking at it. And we're gonna make it out of lime green concrete just to add like this little pop of color. And I have to make it, this habitat is going to have a roof because the velociraptors climb the walls, which is kind of creepy, but it's also really cool. So I'm gonna get this to a more finished state, and then I will bring you guys back when we're ready to put the velociraptors in. Okay guys, I have just finished the velociraptor enclosure. I left the land inside pretty flat so that they couldn't hide behind anything. I put like a couple balls in there and I filled up the feeders. So I think it's about time that we go grab the hopefully finished egg from the house and hatch our velociraptor egg. Okay, so the egg is finished cultivating. That is perfect. Now I get to run all the way back to the dinosaur park. So I will meet you guys there. And we're back at the enclosure. So I put the door just kind of off to the side back here so that it wouldn't be in the way. And eggs, you place them down to hatch them. And you get some torches and you surround the egg so that it's warm. And then you grab your Dinopedia and you can watch the progress. Now, I think if you stay next to the egg when it hatches, you can, it's tamed to you. So I'm going to hang around here and wait for this to hatch and hopefully catch it hatching. Okay guys, so the egg is about to hatch. When it gets to 90%, it has this really cool like shaking animation. So it'll hatch any second now. And we'll get to see this adorable little baby velociraptor. Oh, look. Oh, look at him. He just went straight to the feeder and ate a ton of food. So let's read a little bit about this guy. Or girl, who knows. If I can click on him. Oh, look, there he went. Yes, we got it. Okay, so it is a she, and it looks like she is untamed, so it looks like I have to feed her to tame her. Hold on. Ooh, she's moving so fast. Come on. Oh, yep, and that means that you have officially tamed the dinosaur. So, this is our adorable little velociraptor. So, she is nocturnal, so it's actually perfect that it's nighttime. But, look, we can play around with the ball. I don't know why the Platybelodon doesn't play with the ball, but the Velociraptor definitely does. So, I think this is going to be where I end it for this episode. I've completely ran out of time. But I do hope you enjoyed the episode, and have a nice day. Bye! Hey guys, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So, I realize it's been a while, but do you know that feeling after you return to something after forever and realize how horrible it is? Well, that happened to me. So I completely redesigned the park in Creative because I couldn't record these past few weeks and just had some time on my hands. And I also was able to come up with a couple names for our dinosaurs with some of our friends. For instance, our Platybelodon is going to be named Henry. This is the name that I came up with. And then our Velociraptor over here is going to be named Daisy, and my good friend IT came up with that name. So let's just run over here. So Daisy hasn't gotten super big, but I think she has gotten bigger since the last time. Oh, look at how cute she is, and she's kind of freaking out. So she's now 2 years old. I haven't really been in this area all that much, because I have been doing a lot of mining to get some more fossils. Which, let's go. I have some chests up at the house with everything, or almost everything that I got. So let's head up there and I can show you all of that. Okay, so I got so much stuff in this mining trip. It went so well. I got all of these ores, which I'm going to break down with fortune, at least the ones that can be fortuned. And then I got so many fossils, like it wasn't even funny. I also got these. And I also got a pickaxe with Paleontologist 5, which increases the drop rate of fossils. There's also another one that's called Archeologist that increases the drop rate for like the tablets and stuff. But as you can tell, I kind of just silk touched these to save inventory space, even though I did create a diamond backpack. I was just completely running out of inventory space. So, I'm going to make a time lapse of me breaking down all of this stuff really quickly, and then we're going to get started on the park. Okay, so that was way more successful than I thought it was going to be. This is everything we got. We got so many fossils. The Paleontologist 5 pretty much guaranteed that I got a fossil every single time I broke one of the fossil blocks. And then the Fortune 5 just gave us an absurd amount of coal and redstone. And I want to mention this guy before I do anything else and forget. I found this guy wandering around over there where the village used to be that we had destroyed. And originally I was going to make this episode about getting EMC so that I could continue to build, but he trades poisonous potatoes, 4 of them, for emeralds. So I kind of just sat here and traded with him. He also, restocks immediately. So I sat here and traded with him and got, tons of emeralds and just put it in. So now we have 11 million EMC, and that is why. And I did that before this mining trip, otherwise I probably wouldn't have grabbed all this coal and stuff. But I'm going to throw all of this in here. And while I was doing that, I checked what day we were on, and we're on day 99. We're almost on day 100. And that is just so exciting to me. Also, our poor analyzer, we're going to set up a little automatic little thing so that I don't have to manually pull everything out of the analyzer. So I'm just gonna grab this and grab some hoppers and chests. It's the same concept of like a really basic auto smelter. So now this is just gonna automatically work in the background. It's gonna pull out as it analyzes. So yeah. Now I think we can really, hold on, I forgot all of these. You know what, I am gonna make another analyzer just to speed this up a little bit. Okay. And I'm gonna smelt down all of this stuff and I will be back. So I have everything smelting up there and it turned to nighttime and it feels only right to start this big project on day 100. So I'm gonna sleep real quick and it's gonna be day 100. And it is day 100, guys. This is awesome. I'm a person who really struggles with just sticking to one like Minecraft world. So this is kind of a big deal for me. And I think the first step on this project is we need to tear down this, like the old park, because we're not going to be needing it anymore. So let's jump straight into that time lapse. So, as you just saw, I've completely cleared out all of the pathways and the entrance. I am, however, going to leave the dinosaur enclosures until I get the rebuilt versions of them, just so I don't have to worry about them escaping in the meantime or something crazy happening and them dying. But to help with transferring the ideas I had in creative mode and those builds over, I downloaded a new mod called Schematica, and it basically just brings up a schematic of the build that I made, and it tells me where to place everything, and it tells me like what all the materials that I'm gonna need and what materials I have and I don't have. So as you can see, it's a complete redesign. I kind of wanted to go for like medieval almost, but more with like a modern twist. So I used like the quartz and the glazed terracotta, but kind of kept with the like pillars with fire and stuff like that. So I'm going to get building. I think I am going to move the entrance from where it was and reposition it. So I'm gonna go and grab all the resources for this and start building. Okay, so I finally have gathered all the resources I need for all 3 buildings that we are going to build today. And this took absolutely forever. It literally took me over 2 hours just because of this one block that I had to collect over 400 of, or nearly 400, and it doesn't have an EMC value. Like, I was able to get 4.5 stacks of fossils just in trying to find enough gypsum to make all of these bricks. It was a tad bit ridiculous, but I'm gonna break all of these down and then jump right into a time lapse of me building everything. So I will see you after that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that time lapse in which we built the Platybelodon enclosure and the Velociraptor enclosure. And as you can see, in between the time lapses, I did decorate the inside of the enclosures. If I just run over here, I wanted to mention this real quick. It's a keycard reader from SecurityCraft, and these are reinforced doors. So basically, I went in here and I set this to 100, and now only this keycard can open it, or a level 5 keycard set to the same frequency. And I also filled up the feeders so that we can just bring the dinosaurs right over. So I think that's what we're going to do next. We are going to bring the dinosaurs over, and then we're going to go and check up on all the fossils that we have analyzing, because all of those should be done by now. So now that we are ready to bring the 2 dinosaurs over, we can just come over here. Henry can't technically get out of this door, so I'll have to break an entrance for him. But, oh no, do I not have my Dinopedia on me? Yes, I do. So I just come here, and then I can look down here and see that his current order is Wander, and since he's tamed to me, I can order him with a stick. Hold on, let me sleep real quick. So I can set him to stay or follow, but just in case, I'm also going to lead him and destroy a bit more so that he can get out. Okay, so now that we're over here, for the sake of easiness, I'm going to destroy the doors, and ooh, might need something else to destroy the doors. So we will just go through the glass. And hopefully this is big enough. Is he 2 wide or 3 wide? I think he might be 3 wide. Oh, the lead broke. Hold on. Come on. Yeah, there he goes. So I'm going to temporarily set him to stay while I fix all this up, and then we'll go and get the Velociraptor. Okay, now that that's all fixed up, I'm going to set him back to wandering so that he is free to explore his enclosure. Now, let's go get Daisy, the Velociraptor, which I think Daisy is going to be a lot harder to move than Henry was, just because Daisy is a Velociraptor, and those are very dangerous. Okay, now, oh yes, she grew up and switched to her adult colors. So I think her order item is a bone. Let me go get that real quick and I will be back. Okay, so now that I have the bone, I'm going to set her to follow, and I'm going to put the lead on her, so that hopefully this will be a smooth transition to our new enclosure. And I'm just going to break the door, because we currently only have one of each type of dinosaur. And she's climbing the tree. This might take a little while. Okay, so we're now here, so I'm gonna open this and hopefully she can get in fast enough, or not. Okay, go in. Go in. Can you go in? You know what? I'm just gonna do the same thing I did with Henry. Yep. Now I'm gonna set you to stay temporarily while I fix your habitat. And now she's back to wandering, and I think this habitat, like the inside, is technically a little bit smaller, but I don't think it matters as much. And I did fill this feeder up with meat as well. My only concern with this door is how long it stays open, but since all the animals we're gonna have are gonna be tamed, we can just bring them back in. So we now have a new entrance, and both the dinosaurs look like they're enjoying their new habitats. Where's Henry? He's over here, kind of still in the back. But hopefully they'll like them. And this means that we get to check up on all of our fossils. So I'm going to run up to the house and then bring you guys back. Okay, so I have not checked on these at all since I set up the little auto analyzer. Hopefully we got a lot of dinosaurs. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. There's so many! Let's see here. Oh, I thought those were velociraptors. Let's organize this and see what we got. We got a Leopleurodon! I love those. Those are so cool. They're a water dinosaur. And we got a T-Rex! Oh my goodness. I am so excited. I wonder if we got any more velociraptors. Oh, does not look like we... Oh, we did get one more! Yay! And then... It does not look like we got any more Platybelodons, which is kind of sad. Henry won't have a friend, but we got so many DNAs. That is amazing, and I cannot wait to get started with these. I also set up a little auto smelter for everything else that we got, and that's not as interesting as this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the Velociraptor in the analyzer, and then in between episodes I'm going to finish tearing down those old enclosures now that we got these really awesome ones. But I think this is where I'm going to end today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Hey guys, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and welcome back to another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing quite a bit. And the first thing we're going to do is get this Velociraptor egg in the enclosure. Wait, do I have torches? I don't. Hold on. I have to go get some torches. So I got the torches, and we are down here at the Velociraptor enclosure, and we're going to hatch this Velociraptor egg that we got last time. Okay, so this is Daisy, our other Velociraptor, and she is doing great. So I don't have a name for this guy yet, but you can leave suggestions down in the comments section if you have any good ideas. I'm thinking of like keeping the Velociraptors sort of flower themed names, so we'll see. So while I wait for this guy to hatch, I want to talk a little bit about what we are going to be doing this episode. And we are going to be introducing 7 new dinosaurs into our park. We're going to start with 2 Stegosauruses, and that's going to kind of complete the little trifecta here, because this is a carnivore that's like an Ice Age dino, and then there's going to be a herbivore over here. And that's going to be the Stegosaurus. And then we have 5 Allosauruses. So I designed this big, awesome enclosure for them in creative mode. And I'm really excited to build it in survival in this episode. So, with that said, I'm gonna wait for this guy to hatch so I can tame him, and then we will get right into it. Okay guys, so this dude is about to hatch. He's at 95%, and I am super excited. Come on. Oh, there he is! Okay, I'm gonna tame him, and you tame some dinosaurs by letting them hatch next to you, and you tame others by feeding them when they're a baby, so right after they're born. And the velociraptors are so tiny when they first hatch. It's so hard to click on them to try and tame them. Oh, yeah! There you go. And then we get that really awesome sort of totem sound when we tame them. Let's see if I can click on him. Oh, so this is another girl. And she is 0 days old, but she's super happy, which is awesome. Her and Daisy are going to get along so well. So, I'm going to try and sneak out of here without any of them escaping. Oh, see, they're already playing together. Okay, so like I said, we're going to jump straight into the Stegosaurus enclosure, but before we do that, I have to go stick these up in the analyzer so that when we do get it complete, we can just hatch them right then and there. Okay, so the dinosaurs are in the analyzer, most of them at least. I kind of ran out of space for these last 3 Allosauruses. But while we're up at the house, I just wanted to mention something that I did in between episodes, and that is I set up a simple storage network. And like the name suggests, it is very simple. You just have to get these storage link cables and connect them to chests, and then you have to get storage cables, a network master, and I got the storage request table, which also has a crafting grid, but there is an option for one without a crafting grid. So I just wanted to mention that. But now that we have the dinos in the analyzer, we can start collecting all the resources for the Allosaurus habitat. So I'm going to go do that real quick, and then we're going to jump straight into the time lapse. Okay guys, so I grabbed all the resources, and let's jump straight into the time lapse. So, as you guys saw in the time lapse, this is a pretty simple habitat. I haven't designed the interior yet, but I decided to keep the walls a little bit thinner because they're herbivores and they're probably the least harmful of all the dinosaurs we're keeping in the park. So I went with sort of a thinner design compared to like the too thick walls on these. And I didn't put any of the wiring up there or any of that. And I still need to do the interior, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, so I did the interior. I decided to keep it pretty flat and pretty basic. I added some bushes, I gave them a nice little sandy pool, a few trees, and then like a muddy area back there, and I filled up their feeders. And that's mostly because the Stegosauruses, when they're fully grown up, they are really big. They're bigger than either of the dinosaurs we have so far. And I wanted to give them as much space as possible because I'm kind of worried about it. But now that this is built, let's hatch our Stegosauruses. Let's get them warm. And now I'm going to wait for them to hatch. I will bring you back when they have. Oh, this one started to wobble. That means they're about to hatch. Oh my gosh. I love this little animation. It is so cute. Oh. Oh, he's so tiny. Oh, my bushes. Oh, they both hatched. That's perfect. And yes, they're already tamed. So we have a male and where did the other one go? Is he over? And we have a female. So we have a boy and a girl.
And I need names for these guys, so leave them down in the comments section, please. Okay, and I just realized I totally forgot to bone meal the enclosure, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. And then we're gonna figure out where to put the Allosauruses, because that is a very big enclosure. Okay, so I've cleared out this massive area for the Allosaurus enclosure. And when I tell you this enclosure is massive, it truly is. This is the materials list. There are a couple things in the thousands. And when I put it into the world as a schematic, I was like, whoa, this is a lot bigger than I remember it being. But I am super excited to get it built. I'm going to grab all the resources, but you guys are just going to see the start of the time lapse. I hope you enjoy it. Are the walls of the enclosure, and like I said, this enclosure is absolutely massive. I made it this big because we have 5 allosaurs and they're very dangerous and they're pretty big, but I just wanted to take a break and just look at how big this thing is before I do the interior. Also, look at how big our stegosaurs have gotten. They have gotten so much bigger. No, I lost my Dinopedia. I accidentally put my backpack in the EMC table and lost everything that was in it, and that's why I have all these extra pickaxes. I need to get my Silk Touch pickaxe back. But let's go check up on our velociraptors, too. Oh my gosh, they've both gotten so big. Well, I'm going to finish the enclosure now. The interior, now that that distraction is over. And I'll be back when it is done. So I just finished doing the interior of the habitat, and I came over here because I saw a blue dot on the map, and blue dots mean something that I've tamed. And this is our wolf. I originally tamed him forever ago in episode 1 or 2, and then I set him down here when I was clearing out the village. And I just never came and got him. I'm so sorry, buddy. So now we have a pet dog. And a finished Allosaurus habitat. All I gotta do is put the meat in. And unfortunately, 2 of the cultivators failed. And we lost 2 Allosauruses, so now we only have 3 eggs, which is totally okay. That's still a lot of dinosaurs. But, oh, look how big these guys have gotten. That just tells you how long I've been working on this. So I'm going to fill up the feeders and grab the dinosaurs and bring you guys back. Okay, so I got the dinosaur eggs. We have
3 Allosaurus eggs. I got the torches set up. I also added some lighting to both of these habitats. But now we get to hatch our Allosauruses, and the only thing that I'm concerned about is I don't know if you can regularly tame them, like with what we did with the Velociraptor, or if they're going to require a scarab gem. And if they require a scarab gem, there's not a way for me to tame them at the moment, because those are very rare. So, let's begin hatching them. Oh, the egg looks so cool. So, I'm gonna wait here and see. I have the steak ready for when they hatch so I can feed them as fast as possible. But it's just a waiting game now. Oh, the first one's shaking. Oh, there goes the second one, and there goes the third one. I will never grow tired of them shaking to get out of the egg. That is just such a cute little thing that they added. Oh, there's the first one now. Oh, I think we may need a scarab gem because it's not letting me feed them. But look at how cute they are. Okay, let's see you. So this one's a female. And then where did the rest wander off to? So I think at this stage they're not going to hurt me. We have another female. And we have a male. So we have 2 females and 1 male. And I need names for all 3 of them and the Stegosauruses. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them down in the comments. But for now, I'm going to exit the habitat. Okay, good. None of them got out. And we're going to run around here. And I think the next thing we need to do for this park to really make it feel more complete, because we have a decent amount of habitats, we have the entrance. Now I think we need to add some pathways. And I do have a design in creative. I did design out something in creative mode. I think we're going to do sandstone pathways lined with leaves, flowers, and lanterns. And for the flower, I came up with 2 options, and it just depends on which one we find first. So my favorite one was goldenrods. It's these. They are so pretty. And then my second favorite was the lavender. And I know this one spawns in like mass amounts in a certain biome. So I know at some point at least we are going to be able to get a lot of those. But the goldenrods, I don't know what biome they spawn in, and I don't know how to get them. And I've tried bone mealing them. It doesn't work, which sucks. So I'm going to go exploring and see if I can get a good amount of these flowers. And then I will be back and we'll start on the pathways. Okay guys, so I finished work on the pathways and I think they turned out really good. I'm using these really cool lamps for lighting from the Zoo and Wild Animals mod. I was using the sandstone for the floor. I found these cool benches. And I was able to find the goldenrods. They spawn in this beautiful prairie biome that's just right down here. And there's loads of them. But this is where I'm going to call today's episode because I am completely out of time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day and don't forget to hit subscribe and leave a like. Guys, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and welcome back to another Minecraft episode. So, in the last episode, we built this beautiful Stegosaurus enclosure and got our 2 Stegosauruses, and we built that massive Allosaurus enclosure back there. And in between episodes, I upgraded my tools to netherite and some of my armor, because I was very tired of accidentally putting it in the EMC table and then losing it, and losing all the enchantments and stuff. So other news, we have names for our stegosauruses, which my good friend IT came up with. The brown one over there, that's the girl, and her name is Joy. And the yellow one, and the yellow and red one is the guy, and his name is Zeke. And then I named the dog Samson after my actual dog in real life. And that's pretty much all I did in between episodes. I also worked a little bit on the pathways and added this trimming because I thought it looked really nice. But in this episode, I really want to do two things. I want to get the visitor center built, and I want to get a new enclosure built. But before I can do that, I want to finish off the pathways. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so I have finished the pathways to where I want them to be. I added this like a stairway up to the Allosaurus enclosure, and I just wanted to point out how much bigger they've gotten. Look, there's one in the back. And I'm almost positive that if I go in there, they're going to try and kill me now. Which is why I'm not even going to try when they're so close to the door. But I did leave these little markers, as you can see right here, around for where I could expand the pathway. I decided to go with 5 blocks wide in the middle, 7 if you include the outline. But if we run over here, I have picked out a location for both our, hold on, let me unload that. For both the visitor center and the dodo enclosure, because that's the dinosaur we're going to be bringing back today. And I think it's time that we built the enclosures. So let me go grab all the resources I need for the dodo enclosure, and then we're going to build it. So I have gathered all of the resources needed for the dodo enclosure, and since it's so small, I'm just going to build it real quick and not even bother with a time lapse. So you'll see it in 3, 2, and 1. Here it is. This is the dodo enclosure. Like I said, it's super small and simple because these are dodos. They're basically like ancient chickens. So I wasn't super worried about making a super secure enclosure. So I do have the dodo egg. Oh, I need some torches. Let me go grab those. I'm always forgetting torches. Okay, I got the torches, and I think I'm just going to place the dodo egg down here. Oh, it was one of those style eggs. Never mind then. Look at the little baby dodo. It's so cute. Oh, I don't have my Dinopedia on me. I'll be back. I need to get that, and then we can see what it eats. So I got the Dinopedia, and let's see what this little guy eats. Okay, he's a herbivore. Okay, so let me fill up his feeder. Oh, they're so tiny. I really wish I had another dodo. But I'll have to go fossil mining again at some point so we can get more dinosaurs. So I filled up the feeder for the dodo over here, and he's just gonna chill. And now I think it's time to get to work on the big project for today's episode, which is the visitor center, which I'm super excited to get built. So let me grab all the resources for that, and then I'm going to start building it. To get some black dye to finish something off for the visitor center, and look what I found when I was looking for squid. I think this is from the from like the Jurassic Craft mod. And I think it's supposed to be the Velociraptor enclosure from the movie. And I really want to go check it out. Oh, this is so cool. These structures are so rare. And it has all the... Oh, there's a chest in here. Hold on. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I got an action figure and just some junk. Okay, let's go upstairs. Nope, nothing up here. Is this really it? I guess this structure is more like just cool looking. Let's see if I can go up here. Yeah, this thing is so cool. Well, I guess that's it. I thought it was going to be a lot cooler than that. But I'm almost finished with the visitor center. I literally just need gray, and I don't have any ink sacs because like, squids literally do not spawn anywhere. So I'm trying to find a flower of some sort that'll drop black dye or gray dye, I think is what I need, because I'm making these ceiling lamps or ceiling lights, and I need gray concrete, and I don't have gray dye. So I'm gonna keep looking for it. Ooh, fossils. I'll need those later. But I'm gonna keep looking, and I will finish the visitor center. So I haven't found any sort of black or gray dye yet, but I did find Thor's hammer, and I'm gonna see if I can lift it, because there's like a worthiness statistic, and if I can lift it, then I get like Thor powers because I have a superhero mod in here. But oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is gonna make my journey so much faster. Okay, I think it's this. Oh, that's great. That's gonna make this journey so much faster. But this is so cool. Look how fast I'm flying. Well, hopefully this search will go faster now. But I will bring you guys back if I find something else really cool, or when I finish the visitor center, whichever comes first. Okay, so I was able to find some black dye, so I was able to finish the visitor center. This is it. I haven't done any of the outside stuff, but I am way out of time for this episode. So I'm gonna give you a little tour. So you come in and you get to see these really cool fossils. You make these, they're really easy to make. You just need a biofossil, and you can like spawn sort of random ones in. And then you give them bones to like grow them, and they get as big as the actual size. So I have this guy, which is kind of like a Bronchiosaurus. I have a Spinosaurus, and then way over here I have the good old Stegosaurus. And then over here we have this little laboratory filled with all of the machines from the Jurassic Craft mod, so we can technically start doing those dinosaurs now. And also, you may have noticed we have 2 little aquariums. And these dinosaurs are weird because they don't exactly swim. They kind of just bounce on the water. Same with these guys over here. And they're not fully grown yet, so they're quite small. But this is where I'm gonna call it. Look, the dodo. The dodo's fully grown. That's how long it's been. And I think our allosaurs are fully grown too, if I just run over here and check. They're pretty close, at least. Because look at them. They'll definitely kill me if I walk in there now. But like I said, this is where I'm going to end today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And please leave a like and subscribe. Side note, I'm probably not going to be able to post for a while because I'm still in school and exams are coming up. and I need to study for those. But once summer hits, I will be posting as much as I can. So, I hope you have a nice day. Bye! Hey guys, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, Misty for short, and welcome back to another Minecraft video! I am super excited to say that it is officially summer and I can start recording again because all my exams are done, my classes are done. And in other amazing news, we hit 10 subscribers, and that is officially in the double digits. So, in honor of that, this episode we're gonna beat the Ender Dragon. So, I checked earlier, and I do have blaze powder, so we don't have to go into the nether for that, and I do have ender pearls. So, we can get right there, but before I do that, I want to get a red matter sword because it is a very good sword, and I should probably get a bow of some sort. So, to craft anything with like red matter or dark matter, you first need to craft the dark matter, and then that's dark matter, which is this very long process of turning coal into this, and then finally into the dark matter. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we're gonna go find the Ender Dragon and defeat it. Okay, so I crafted up everything we needed, including the red matter sword. All we have to do is power it up, and I think the default keybind is set to V. So I'm just gonna do that, and now it does 20 attack damage. So we're gonna go and wreck this Ender Dragon. I just remembered I needed a bow. That's kind of important. And then let me just grab some arrows. That should be more than enough. And let's get going. Let's throw the first Ender Eye. Okay. What? Aha, we're going this way. Let's begin the journey. Okay, so I flew around a ton and I just couldn't find a end city, and I don't really think it's worth it at this point. I have a way to fly. As much as I would like an elytra, I might try at some other point. But I'm happy to have defeated the Ender Dragon in this world. Oh, what is this ore? Ender biotite ore. What can you be used for? Oh, that's a very dark block. Can be used for a weather sensor. That's cool. And a randomizer. I don't think I'm going to be using any of that stuff. Nope. I'll collect some because the block looks cool. Okay, but as I was saying, we have defeated the Ender Dragon. So, I think it is time to collect the egg and head back. Wait, come here. There we go. I can add the torch. And there we go. It's done. Oh, this has an EMC value. So I didn't really have another plan for today's episode other than defeat the Ender Dragon, but I feel like that's gonna edit down into a very short amount of footage. So I gotta come up with something else to do today. I could build another enclosure because in between episodes I converted all of our DNAs just into the egg form. Let's see here. What dinosaur could we build an enclosure for? We could do the parasaurs. Yeah, why don't we do two? Why don't we do the parasaurs and the pterodons? Yes. that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go design an enclosure, and then I will be back, and then we'll go build it. Okay, so I've designed the enclosures, and I'm actually gonna do one more enclosure on top of the two that we already decided on doing, and that enclosure is gonna be a surprise. So I think I now need to go gather all the resources, which I don't think it's going to be super bad, but I still gotta gather them. So I'm gonna do that, find a place to build the enclosure, and get to building. So I have found a spot for the first enclosure that we are going to be building, which is the Parasilophosaurus, I think is how you say the full name. And it's going to be right up here, and I've gathered all the materials. Don't worry, it's not this many stone bricks. I just crafted way too many. But I'm going to start building, and I hope you guys enjoy the time lapse. So as you saw in the time lapse, hopefully, if nothing went wrong with it, the Parasaurus enclosure is done, and I really like it. It's kind of simple. I kind of modeled it after this one. I just made it a bit bigger because I am kind of concerned about the size of this one if we ever get more stegosauruses. I think that's what they're called. Yes. Now, let's work on the second habitat that we decided to build today, and that is the pterodon habitat. And I think I might put it down here. So, I'm gonna go gather all the resources up for that and start building. So this is the pterodon enclosure done. I really like the purple terracotta. I think it's a really pretty block, and I think I'm going to use it more. But other than that, I think this is a really cool habitat. I kind of went for a dome, and it sort of worked, but I'm just going to leave it because I really like it. Now it is time for our mystery enclosure. And the mystery dino that we are going to do, which is the Dilophosaurus. It's that one that like spits the acid. So I'm super excited to build its enclosure. And I think I'm going to do it on this side of the park, over here. I'll probably have to clear out like a more specific space. But I'm really excited to get building. So I'm gonna clear out all this land and then grab all the resources and start building. Okay guys, I just finished the mystery enclosure, and that is the Dilophosaurus enclosure. I kind of went with a more jungle theme. Definitely kept it densely packed with vegetation and grass and all that stuff. I had to be a little careful with the amount of trees I put in though, because I didn't want it like jumping out and over the top. So I think it is now time to go get all the dinosaur eggs and put them in the various enclosures. It is right here. So I already filled up these feeders I think these are the only feeders I actually filled up, so I'll have to go back and do that. But let's get these placed down. Okay, now it's a waiting game. They've started to shake. Oh, they're almost there. They're at 95%. I can't wait. Come on. Oh, look, there they are. Okay. So we have one male. And where did the other one run off to? Okay, so we have two males. Oh my goodness, it turned to nighttime. Let me sleep real quick. Okay. I think they're the ones making that, like, horn noise. But I'm gonna let I don't even know where they went. Where did they go? Oh, there's one. They're like all camouflaged since they're all green. But I'm gonna leave them in here because we have a lot more dinosaurs to hatch. The next one we're gonna do is the pterodons. Oh, hold on, I have to set that. There we go. Now I haven't filled up these feeders yet because I don't know what they eat. So I'm just gonna do it once they hatch. I'm pretty sure they're pescatarians, which means they only eat fish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let's get these eggs down. Ooh, those are a lot smaller. And they're a really pretty shade of, like, turquoise, I think. But the waiting game again begins. And I'm not gonna make you guys wait through this, so I will be back when they have hatched. Oh, look, all of these ones are shaking. Oop, they're almost there. I'm super excited. These guys look so cool. Oh my gosh, they are so cute. Yes, they are piscivores, so I'm going to grab them lots of fish and put it in their feeders, and then we're going to go and hatch the final egg, the Dilophosaurus. Okay, so all the feeders are filled up at the pterodon enclosure, but now it's time for the Dilophosaurus. If I could walk through a door. Okay, let's see here. Let's clear out an area. And I still also have to feed this guy's feeder up, but I know exactly what he eats. So let's get this place down, and that's going to start hatching. But in the meantime, I'm going to fill up the feeders, and then y'all are just going to see the dino egg hatching. Oh guys, the dinosaur egg is hatching! I am so excited. I really hope I can tame this guy. I have the beef ready. Oh, there he is! Oh, wait, is he already tamed? Yay! Oh my goodness, he's so cute! Or is it a she? No, it's a dude. Okay. He is so cute! Oh my goodness. So this is where I'm going to end it off for today's episode. I hope y'all enjoyed. And have a nice day, guys. Enjoy your summer. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye! Hey guys, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and welcome back to another Minecraft episode. In between episodes, I did a lot of work on the park. I finished building out the paths, and I lined them all with the flowers and the hedges, and I also put lamps everywhere so that we would get less mob spawns. And I created a transmutation tablet, which is just the table, just in tablet form. And I created a storage remote, so I would have at least some remote access to the storage system in my house. In this episode, I am so excited because we're building another 3 dinosaur enclosures. We are building the City Patty, the Ankylosaurus, and the Confuciusornis. I probably pronounced those so wrong, but let's get right into building the Ankylosaurus habitat, and it's going to go right here. Okay guys, so I just finished filling up the feeders in the Ankylosaurus habitat, and I could not be more happy with it. I really wanted to work on the, inside and the enclosure, I don't know, actual habitat and hills and stuff a bit more. So I really tried really hard with this one, and I really like how it came out. I really like that I used the willow trees. I think they look really good in this habitat, and they kind of give it a more dense feel. But the next habitat that we are building is going to go right over here by the dodo habitat, because it is another small bird-like creature. And I'm gonna build that right. And this habitat is done. It's really tiny, so I really couldn't do much with the interior. So I built them a little tiny tree and bone mealed the grass, and I don't know exactly what the Confuciusornis eats, but I filled up both sides of the feeder. So it should be good either way. Now, we're moving on to our final habitat for the day, which is the City Patty. And I'm thinking of putting it right over here by our Allosauruses and Dilophosaurus. Also, I did notice that we appear to be missing an Allosaurus. I don't know if it died or escaped, because I'm pretty sure we had 4 of them. And I went in and checked up on them earlier, and now we only have 3. So I think that's something we definitely have to keep an eye out for. Also, our Dilophosaurus is getting much bigger, and he's so cute. Okay. Distractions aside. Oh wait, one more thing. I did add the Builder's Wand mod to help me build these enclosures just a little bit faster and do all this flattening of the terrain a bit faster. So let's build the City Patty enclosure. Okay, so I finished the City Patty enclosure, and I filled up all the feeders, so I think it's time to go hatch some dinosaur eggs. But before we do that, I've been hearing thunder continuously, and I think that there's a mule nearby. And there's one right here. Oh my gosh, we did not have to go that far away to get a Mjolnir. But now we have a spare one if anything ever happens to this one, which is perfect. Also, I'm gonna grab some of this. Okay, now that I have everything from there, let's go grab the dinosaur eggs. Okay, so we need the Ankylosaurus eggs, which are right here. We need the Conchosaurus and the city patties. Let me grab some torches. And now let's go hatch these eggs. The dinosaur park looks so big from up here. Let's start with the city patty eggs. So I'm pretty sure these guys are omnivores, so I also filled up both sides of the feeder. But you guys probably know the drill by now. I'll bring you guys back once they've hatched. Oh my goodness, guys, they're hatching. I cannot wait to see what they look like as a baby. I've kind of already seen what they look like as an adult when I was designing the cage. But they're so cute. And they are omnivores, so I was right about that. We have a male, and what's this one? Let me see you. And a male. So we have 2 male city patties. Also, as always, if you have any name suggestions for any of the unnamed dinosaurs, which is most of them at this point, please leave them down in the comments. Because I am the absolute worst at coming up with names. But let's fly over to the Ankylosaurus habitat and hatch these guys. Okay. Torches, eggs. Ooh, that's a cool egg design. I didn't mean to do that. And we wait. Okay, so they're both about to hatch, and I cannot wait. I've seen the adult versions of these, and they're so cool looking. Oh, look, there's the first one. Okay, so we have another male. And, okay, he is tamed. And we have this guy right here, which is another male, and they're both tamed, which is perfect. I really hope they enjoy their enclosure. But we have one more egg to hatch over here. And this guy is so cute, if I'm remembering the right dinosaur. Okay, so this is a cultivated egg, so it's going to act just like the dodo egg. Oh my goodness, it's like a little bird, and it is so cute. Okay, where's my Dinopedia? Okay, so it's a girl, and she is a herbivore, so I didn't need to fill up the meat side, but she has it if she wants to try something new. Okay, she's sleeping, which means I can sneak out of here without her escaping. Okay. Wow, so we have 5 new dinosaurs in our park, which is just so crazy. I am super excited. But there's one more thing I want to fix in today's episode, and it has to do with our house up here, because I feel like it's kind of been neglected just a little bit. I want to redo this interior, because it is just not working. Also, that gorilla is really loud. I don't know why, but all these animals just like sit in my window frame. Like, look. That's a lot of gorillas. Why are there so many? Oh my goodness, that's so many. Is that just like a glitch? Oh, no. It's really that many gorillas. Oh! Ah! Okay, let me run inside real quick. Okay, but I'm gonna think up some designs, and we're gonna redo the interior of this house because it is not working. Okay, so in the last clip, when I was rewatching it, I totally realized that I had the setting that records my game sounds off, but I'm gonna leave it off because the gorillas are really loud and their sounds don't get turned down when I turn down like friendly creatures or any of this. So I'm gonna leave it off for now, but I cleared out the house and moved everything into a chest over here. But I think the first thing that we have to tackle is this really messy storage system. And I dug out a hole down here where we're going to put it all and then connect it with the simple storage network. Yes, and I did add iron chest, and I want to upgrade our chests. Probably not to diamond because I don't think I have the EMC for that, but probably to gold so that I have to have less chests down here and we'll get more storage. So let me go craft up some gold chests real quick and I'll be back. So I did finish up the storage system. It's all down there and I moved all the items too, which honestly didn't take me all that long. Now it's time to decorate, and I have two sort of main decoration mods in this. I have DecoCraft, which adds a lot of stuff, but I think I'm just going to grab some of their beds. And I have Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod, which I think is the one we're going to be using the most of. So I'm going to get decorating and show you guys what I come up with. Okay guys, so I have finished decorating the house and I am super happy with it. So let's just go in and I can show you everything. So right when you walk in, I have like these little tables set up right here with like this cute little creeper doll, some books, and of course this fish tank. It is super cute. And then I got this cute rug and I have this little living room set up. There's going to be books absolutely everywhere because I do love to read. And this is the kitchen. It's super cute. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The majority of this stuff, I think all of it on this half of the room, is from DecoCraft. And this like table and teacup and all this is from DecoCraft. But the majority of the stuff in the kitchen is from Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod. And I like using stuff from Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod because you can actually like interact with most of it. Whereas with DecoCraft, you can basically like sit on the chairs, turn the lamps on and off, and then that's about it. And then upstairs, I moved the enchanting setup. I put like some cute little bears on it. And then over here is kind of like my lab. I'm not like super happy with how this turned out. You know what? I might move this back one. Like that. Yeah, I like that a bit more. But like there's spilled chemicals and I have all my fossils and archaeology like machines. And then over here's my bedroom. I have this really cute bed. And there's books everywhere, of course, and this is a closet and like a laundry basket and stuff. But overall, I am super happy with how this turned out. So this is where I'm going to end the episode for today. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. Side note, like outside of this series, which I'm having a ton of fun with, I've already started to look ahead to the next modded series, and I'm beta testing like the mod pack I put together right now, and it is super fun and I can't wait. But don't worry, this series is not going anywhere. That's just for the future. But I hope you all have a nice day, and goodbye! Hey guys, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and welcome back to another Minecraft video! I am super excited to be recording dinos again because it has been forever because I got sick and then we were super busy. So this episode I have a ton of cool stuff planned. I one, in between episodes, I cleared out this forest over here. And I also checked up on all of our dinos, and I noticed some of them just weren't eating or were getting stuck. So I edited some of the enclosures, added a couple more feeders to some. Like I removed the water here because the Platypelodon would just keep swimming instead of going and getting food. But this episode, I am going to build habitats for all of the carnivores that we have. And that includes the T-Rex, so stick around for that. But before we do anything, I think I need to clean up this terrain a little bit. I did do some terraforming, I think, last episode, but I misclicked with the builder's wand, and that's why there's all these holes. So I'm going to clean that up real quick, and then we're going to start building the habitat. So I have flattened out this whole area, and I've planned out where I want each of the habitats to be, because we are building 6 habitats today, and I am super excited. Also, when I was flattening this area out, I noticed that there is another Mjolnir right here. So I'm just going to grab this real quick so that it stops lightning over here. And I think we should get into building our first habitat of the day, which is going to be this one way over here. It's a tiny little habitat. Pretty sure I spelled that wrong. But it's the Compsognathus habitat. So I'm going to get building that, and let's jump right into the time lapse. Habitat 1 done, and I have a lot to build today, so let's move right on to the next one, which is the Ceratosaurus habitat. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, so this is Habitat 2 done. I'm sorry if that time lapse was a little bit wonky or if it just wasn't there. I had to pause it a couple times and I forgot to restart it. So if there's like a few missing bits or where it jumps forward in time, or, you know, if I just didn't include it, I'm sorry. But we're going to move on to the next habitat, which is this one right here, the Deinonychus, or something like that. It's on the sign. And this dinosaur, I was looking at it in creative mode when I designed the habitat. It's a lot like the Velociraptor, so I kind of modeled the habitat a bit off the Velociraptor one we have over there. But I'm going to start building it. So let's jump straight into a time lapse. excited with how it turned out. It's basically just a really big version of the Velociraptor enclosure, and I tried to make it really dense with like foliage. But the next enclosure that we're going to be doing is the Sarco enclosure, which is short for Sarcosuchus. But the next two enclosures are actually semi-aquatic, so I'm excited to be building these. And let's jump straight into the time lapse. Okay, so I just finished the habitat and I think it looks super cool. It's definitely different from any of the other habitats I've done so far. Unfortunately, I do have to keep the interior like really simple because it's one of the dinosaurs that just like bounces up and down on the water like the ones we have in the visitor center aquariums. But I'm super excited. Also, from here on out, I know I cannot tame these dinosaurs without a scarab gem. But the next enclosure that I'm going to be building is the Spinosaurus enclosure. So, let's get straight into it. Finish the Spinosaurus enclosure, but unfortunately this video has been taking me a few days to film, and in between those days I did get sick again. So I'm sorry if I sound a little weird or off, that is why, but I really wanted to get this video out to you all. So this is the Spinosaurus enclosure. I went with a different shape, and I think it's a really cool enclosure. Again, the Spinosaurus is like the Sarco over there. It's like a semi-aquatic creature that just like bounces on the water. So couldn't do much with the interior. But the enclosure everyone has been waiting for, and it is now time to build the T-Rex enclosure, which I'm super excited about. So let's, of course, jump straight into the time lapse. From the house with all of the eggs to start hatching the dinosaurs, and I saw that Henry escaped. And I honestly have no idea how. He was just chilling outside of the enclosure. So I guess we have to put him back in and check for any more escapees. I honestly really have no idea how he escaped, but he's back in his enclosure. He doesn't seem to be injured at all. So I'm just gonna repair it, and then we're gonna go hatch all the new dinosaurs. Okay, so I'm thinking that we go in the order that we built the enclosures. So the Ceratosaurus is going to be the first dinosaur we hatch, and we actually have 2 of them. So, let's plop these guys down and just do a little waiting. I will see you guys when they hatch. Oh my goodness, guys, they're like shaking. They're about to hatch, and I did realize that we did technically build that enclosure first, but oh my goodness, they're so cute, and they're already tamed, and we have 2 females. And of course, if you have any names for any of the unnamed dinosaurs, please leave them down in the comments section below. But these guys are so cute. Hello? Normally these guys run like right around. Okay, well, I'm gonna feed them. And look, they've started wandering around, so they're good. And let's head over to the I always forget how to pronounce this one. It's the Compsognathus or something. Yeah. And we also only have 2 of these eggs. So, let's get them placed down. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny. And they have such a big shadow for like no reason. But I'm gonna wait for these guys to hatch, and I'll bring you back once they do. Okay, so these guys have started shaking too. I just slept, so it's a new day. Oh, look, they're almost there. These dinosaurs are gonna be so... Oh my goodness, they are so small. Okay, and they aren't tamed, so I am gonna have to tame them. If I can... Oh, there's one. Now, where is the other? There they are. Oh, oh no, I'm out of steak. Let me grab some more. Oh, that guy was so hungry. Let's see here. Okay, so we have 1 male. And let's see about this one. Okay, so we have 2 males. And the next egg that we're gonna hatch is the Sarco. But I don't know how this is gonna work because these are technically semi-aquatic creatures, and at least the adult forms jump up and down, and they end up dying when they're on land. So I don't know if I place them in the water. Ooh, I don't think I do. So I'm just gonna grab maybe some sand and make a little like hill over here for them that I'll remove later so that they can hatch. And I know I'm not going to be able to tame these guys because they are considered the boss mobs, like the T-Rex and the Allosaurus, and you need a scarab gem for them. Ooh, so they are already warm, but I'm just going to put some torches just in case. And I guess I wait. So, as always, I'll bring you back once they've hatched. Okay, so these guys are hatching. I got my shovel ready in case I need to destroy the sand really quick. But, let's see. I also have steak in case I'm wrong about the whole taming thing. Oh, yep. No, they died. That's so sad and so annoying. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have to be way more prepared for the Sarcos, or for the Spinosauruses. But that makes me so sad. They both died. I wasn't fast enough. Okay. So I'm not gonna hatch the Spinosauruses just yet. I'm gonna do the Deinonychus eggs in this habitat, because I know for a fact that they are dry land creatures and that they're not gonna die when I hatch them. So let's get this all set up. And we have 3 of these guys. And the waiting game continues. But I'm still so sad about the Sarcos. I'll have to go fossil mining at some point to get more fossils. Oh, and they've started hatching. Okay, so in the creative testing world, these guys looked a lot like the velociraptors, just bigger and like a grayish color. So I'm super excited. Oh my goodness! Are you tame to me? Yes, you are. Okay, so we have a male, a female, and another male. Okay, so I'm so happy these guys have hatched. And I'm gonna let them explore their enclosure while we go attempt to hatch the Spinosauruses. Okay, so let's run right over here. And are you gonna actually hatch when you're wet? No. So, I think what I'm gonna do, because I have 3 of them, I'm gonna hatch them one at a time on just one thing of sand so I can just knock out the bottom one. So let's start with the first one, and it's already warm and it's already hatching. So let's wait. Okay, so the egg has started shaking, and I'm gonna try and knock the sand out as fast as possible once it hatches. Oh, yay! I got it! He's okay! Yay! Okay, let me, hold on. Let me get him. It's very hard to click. Okay. So she is untamed, and I'm pretty sure I can't tame her. She's like the Allosauruses, but let me try. Okay, I think she's just gonna eat from the feeder, which is fine. I'm gonna head over here and hatch the next one. So I'll just hatch the rest of these guys off camera so you guys don't have to wait around for that. And then we're gonna go over to hatch the T-Rex, which I'm super excited about. Okay, so all 3 of them are hatched and happily bouncing around their enclosure. Now it is time for the T-Rex, which I'm super excited about. Ooh, let me clean this up first. Okay. But let's head around. I'm really happy with how the enclosure turned out. Originally, it was a lot smaller, and then when I put it into the world as the schematic, I was like, hey, this is really small, so I just expanded it, and I think it turned out really good. So I'm excited to start hatching this T-Rex. Oh my goodness, the egg is so big. And we are going to eventually tame this guy. We just have to wait till he is fully grown so we can use the scarab gem on him. But I will bring you guys back once he is hatched. Oh, and the egg is shaking. I am so excited to see this guy. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. And it is a girl, and that's so exciting because I do already have a name picked out. So let me just run and get a name tag and stuff, and then we're gonna name our T-Rex, and I'm so excited. Okay, and I am naming the T-Rex Cookie, because I think it's really cute, and it's, I don't know why I'm naming it Cookie. I just thought it was a cute name for a giant monstrous dinosaur that eats people. Now, where did she go? Let's see here. Oh, there she is. Let's see here. Perfect. But that is all the dinosaurs except for the Sarcos. Unfortunately, that was so sad. But that's all the dinosaur enclosures and everything I wanted to get done today. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have comment or name suggestions, leave them down in the comments. And if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Goodbye! Hey guys, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and welcome back to another Minecraft episode. I am super excited to get into today's episode because today we're gonna try and get a good source of EMC because running the dinosaur park has been super expensive. And I'm gonna do this through the chickens mod, which basically adds chickens that instead of laying eggs, they lay different resources. But to get into this mod, I need to find some of the chickens that are found in the overworld and in the nether. So I'm going to start out by searching for those, and you catch them with a chicken catcher, which is really easy to craft. It's just like an egg, a stick, and a feather. So I'm going to go look for them because they're going to be really hard to find because the Zoo and Wild Animals mod is taking up all the like spawn availability. So I'm going to, get looking for the chickens and hope that I find some. The wild flint chicken. I have found them. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I may or may not have turned off the spawning for the Zoo and Wild Animals mod because I would not have found these otherwise. So that is one of the overworld chickens down. I still have to find the log chicken, the sand chicken, and the bone white chicken. But I'm hoping that I can find them relatively quickly. So, off I go. I will bring you guys back when I find more chickens. Ooh, what's this? Yes! Sand chickens. I'll take that. I think that broke. I don't think I need any more sand chickens. Looks like we got another broken one. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage of me going and finding all the chickens and me building the barn. But I bred up all the chickens in the meantime. I have diamond chickens and emerald chickens, which are working for me to get me tons of EMC. And to help with this, I crafted a dark matter pedestal and the Watch of Flowing Time, which speeds up time around it, which made this process a lot faster. But even with that, it still took 2 days, which, I mean, the chicken spot always takes a long time, but I just felt like it took a really long time this time. Little bit of lag, but we're flying over to the Spinosaurus enclosure because I actually got a dinosaur, like 3 dinosaur name suggestions, and those were by WallyFan41, and for the Spinosauruses, they suggested I make them triplets, which of course they are, and for me to name them Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, which I already did. If we just go right in here, we can see that they're already named, and I'm super happy with those names. I think they might be a reference to a TV show, so if they are, could you let me know which one it is down below? And this is probably where I'm going to end it, because even though you guys saw that all as a very quick montage and time-lapse, the chickens actually took 2 real-life days. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye! Hello everyone, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and I'm building a dinosaur park in Minecraft. So, in between episodes, I designed the rest of the land creatures enclosures, and we're going to be building all 8 of them today. So, we're going to start off with the carnivores that I missed, because there was one that I wanted to put over here that I missed in the last episode. I lied, it wasn't all the carnivores. We missed one. So, I'm going to be building its enclosure first. Also, all the dinosaurs over here have been growing up because I've been hanging around the area, you know, fixing the paths, cleaning things up, and Cookie's somewhere in there. But she has grown up a lot too, and hopefully we can tame her in the next couple episodes. But all that said, let's get to building our first dinosaur enclosure of the day. So that's the first enclosure of the day done, and I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. I actually had to change the design from my initial one to make it fit in here, but I don't think it really matters all that much, at least for the dinosaur, because it's super tiny. But we'll see the dinosaur at the end of the episode when we go and hatch all of them. Now, we're going to go over here, because the rest of the dinosaurs, for the most part, with the exception of some Ice Age bird-like creatures that are going to go over by the dodo, the rest of the enclosures are going to be built over here in this flat plain filled with villagers. So I'm going to figure out where I want some of these enclosures to go and which one I want to build next, and I'll bring you guys back when I have a bit more of a plan. Okay, so I have planned out all the enclosures, and they're actually kind of scattered all over the park. So I have a really big one right here, and then there's another here, and there's one right here, and that's all the enclosures that are over on this side of the park. And then the rest are over down here. So, and I'm actually just remembering now that I forgot to place one, so I'm gonna go do that, but you guys are going to see a time-lapse of me building all of them. because one, there's a lot of them, and two, I don't have a lot of time to record like with my microphone, and time lapses are something that I can pretty much do anywhere. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you after all the time lapses. So I have finished building all of the habitats that I planned on building today, and it has been quite a while since I've been on the world because I went on vacation, but I did get a new skin and I really like it. I think it's super cute and I hope you do too. But now we get to go and hatch all the dinosaur eggs, and I get to show you all the habitats that I built in person. And we've actually started like branching out over here, as you saw in the time lapses. But I think that we're gonna start with this dinosaur, and I just realized the whole reason I went up there was to get the dinosaur eggs, which I forgot to do. So I'm gonna go do that before I, hatch them. So I have gotten all of the eggs, and now I just have to make sure they all end up in the right enclosure because there are a lot of them. So we're gonna start with the Therizinosaurus, which is a herbivore, even though it looks like a carnivore, and you'll see why once it hatches. So let's start the process. Let me grab some. Oh, I have some on me already. Now, as always, we wait. Oh my gosh! It already hatched! It hatched so quickly! Normally they take a lot longer. It's been like 2 minutes. But this is what the the dinosaur looks like. And it gets really big and tall. That's why I have the enclosure walls so high. Okay. She is tamed, and if you have names, always leave them down in the comments section. And that applies to all the dinosaurs. Most of them are not named. So I would really appreciate it if you left some names down in the comments. But before we can go and do the rest of the dinos, I have to finish filling up these feeders. So I will see you once I have finished that. Okay, so the next two dinosaurs that we're going to hatch is the Gastornis and the Titanus. Now these eggs are like the dodo eggs, so they'll hatch instantaneously. So let's start with the Gastroenus, and these are actually the exact same habitat, just I just changed the concrete colors. And oh, I forgot to put feeders in here. But let's see if you are a carnivore or a herbivore. Okay, so this one's a herbivore, so I'll get the feeder set up in a moment. The grass in here should be enough. And then, in the meantime, I'm going to set up this one. And there's 3 of these. I hope this enclosure is big enough. 1, 2, oh, and 3. Are you tamed? Yes, you are. And these are carnivores. So I'm going to set up their feeders real quick. But look at how cool these birds look. I think they're like the Ice Age dinosaurs, and there's like 3 or 4 different types of them. But anywho, I'm going to set up these guys' feeders, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so the next dinosaur that we're going to be hatching, the name didn't fit on the sign. That's how long it was. It's the Pachycephalosaurus. Thankfully, it's not super hard to pronounce. But let's just go in here and hatch them real quick. And I, of course, forgot feeders in this habitat too. Wow, I'm prepared, guys. There we go. There's the torches. Those are warm. And now I wait. I'll see you guys back when, it's hatched. I'll set up the feeders too, because I forgot that. But see ya soon. Okay, so the eggs are hatching, and I didn't actually fill up the feeders because I don't actually know what they eat. So, oh my goodness! Oh, these are the herbivores. Please tell me you're tame. Okay, so we have a male and a female. That's perfect. Okay, and they're both tamed. Now, I have to go fill up the feeders, which is so much fun, but you'll get to skip that part. You'll just go and see me hatching the next couple dinosaurs over there. Okay, so the Gallimimus is almost hatched. I placed some feeders around, but I didn't have time to fill them up. I'm going to do that later after I hatch all the eggs. But I can't wait. Oh! They're so tiny when they first hatch. It's really hard to click on them. Oh, but I do need to tame him. Okay. Where is he? There we go. Yep. And since he is a herbivore, he should be fine for a while because of all the grass and plants in the enclosure, and he will totally be fine until I hatch all the other dinosaurs, which we're about to do. And the next habitat is right over here. It's this one, and this one is even bigger because this dinosaur that we're about to hatch, the Diplodocus, is very similar to the Brachiosaurus. It's just longer rather than taller, if that makes sense. And it will totally make sense once you see the dinosaur itself. So we're just going to lay out the torches, and then the eggs, and then I'm going to wait for the dinosaur to hatch. I will see you all once it's about to. Wow, that's a really big egg. But I will see you once it's about to hatch. Okay, so these guys are about to hatch, and I'm really excited because they should still be pretty big even though they're babies and they've just hatched, just because of the size of the dinosaur itself. Oh yeah, they hatched! Let's see here. Are you tamed? Yes. Okay, so we have a female. Where did the other one run off to? Aha. And another female. Let me make sure. Yeah. So we have 2 females, and I I guess it's time for the next one. But do you see what I mean when they're similar to the Brachiosauruses? They're just really long instead. But it's time for the next dinosaur, which is the Endophosaurus. So I'm going to run over to the enclosure real quick. Okay, so this is the Endophosaurus enclosure. As you can tell, I was going for something very different. I wanted to be able to look down into the enclosure because these dinosaurs are very lizard-like. So I'm just going to pop down here, open up the door. And that's also why I gave them a very sandy habitat. So that, just because they really look like lizards. You'll see once they hatch. But let me grab the torches, and there's a lot of them. So I hope the enclosure is big enough. I did actually expand this from the original design, because the original design would definitely have not been big enough. But these are the eggs. They look really cool, actually. They're this really cool shade of green. And they're warm. And I'm just gonna, as always, wait for them to hatch. And I will see you once they do. Okay, so they've almost hatched. I'm really excited because I've seen the full-grown dinosaurs of all of them, but I haven't seen the, like, little baby dinosaurs. So it's always really exciting to see them. Oh my goodness! Okay. Oh no, none of these are tamed. Okay, hold on. So, this guy's a male, this one is a female. Okay. Oh no, I need more potatoes. And there we go. And this should be the last one that needs to be tamed. And since I've just fed them to tame them, they should be alright while we go and hatch the rest of the dinosaurs. So let's head right over there. Okay, so we are over here in the carnivore-like area because this is a carnivore and I totally missed it in the last episode. So we're going to put him in here. And that is the Ornitholestes. I think it's similar to this one. Wait, let me just double check to make sure it's not this one. That would be kind of silly to have the same type of dinosaur in two different habitats. No, they're not the same. I was just being silly. This is actually the last habitat because I think I forgot to build a habitat for these guys, but we can do that in the next episode. So it's time to hatch the Ornitholestes. And how many do I have? I have 5 of these. I hope this enclosure is big enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm kind of doing this in reverse order. Let's get some torches down. And it's time to wait. This is so messy and... Hey, but all the eggs are warm. That's the important part. I'm now going to wait for them all to hatch, and I will see you once they have. Okay, so these guys are hatching. Oh, I can't wait to see them. Oh, whoa. That's not what I expected you to look like. You look like a bird. Okay, so we have a male. A female. Okay, so they eat eggs and meat. That's good to know. Where did the rest of them go? Okay, I just want to make sure they're all tamed because I kind of walked away a little bit. I have another male. I'm just going to assume they're all tamed because I think I see 5 blue dots on the mini-map. Okay. Now, let's check on Cookie since we're over here. I think she's been out of like chunk load most of this time, so she hasn't grown all that much. But it does look like she's grown a decent amount. Soon we'll be able to tame her. That's an issue. Hold on. Can I get a lead? Please tell me that I can... Hi! Oh, good. Okay. Cookie? This is the outside. The outside isn't for you. You have to stay inside. Yeah. Where nothing can hurt you. Or you can't hurt anybody else. But once Cookie grows all the way up to be an adult, then, which I think is age 5 or 6, so we're kind of getting close, then we can tame her, and I'm really excited. Because we'll have a tame T-Rex. And if you didn't know, you can actually ride the T-Rex. And that's really awesome, and I can't wait. So I'm just going to do one more double check to make sure I didn't miss a habitat. And then I'll end off the episode. Okay, so I did do one final check, and unfortunately I forgot to build the Dryosaurus enclosure. But I will do that in the next episode. And in between episodes, I'm going to fill up all the feeders that I missed, and then maybe do some fossil mining. But in the next episode, I do have plans, and they do include the water dinosaurs, which are going to be over here. But that's it. I hope you all have a nice day, and of course, if you liked the video, please leave a like, and consider subscribing. Goodbye! Hey guys, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and welcome back to another Minecraft episode. And today, we're going to be doing things just a little bit differently. If you guys watched the last episode, you know that I forgot to make an enclosure for the Dryosaurus. So, we are going to do that real quick. I kind of want to show you, like, my thought process. There really isn't one. But my thought process as I, like, kind of create these, if you want to create similar ones. But let's go hop over to a creative world. Okay, so here we are in my creative world where I build all the habitats. As you can see, there's lots of dinosaurs running around, and that's actually kind of the first step, besides, you know, finding a clear patch of land to build on, is I grab the dinosaur, which in this case is the Dryosaurus, and I spawn it into the world to make sure that I have the size of it, like how big the habitat needs to be. So this one's like a pretty medium-sized dinosaur, so I'm gonna take that into account as I build the habitat. And then the next step that I do is I pick a terracotta color, and I'm thinking maybe this blue terracotta for this guy. And the next step, it's really simple. I pretty much just place blocks in a random shape in about the size that I want, and then I fill it in. So that's... Okay, so we have a circle-y shape. And then normally I spawn it in again just to kind of see what it looks like. I think this is a pretty decent size. It might be a little big, but I'd rather go bigger than smaller because I, of course, want to have lots of dinosaurs in the enclosures. And the next step is kind of just cleaning this up and getting it all connected. So let me go do that real quick, and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so now that I have the circle filled in, I'm gonna go in with my terracotta and basically just make some pillars. 6. I think 6 is probably a good height for these guys. Normally the taller dinosaurs, I will make them higher, like you can see over there with the Spinosaurus, they're pretty tall. But I just add them like every couple blocks where it kind of makes sense that there would be like a corner or a pillar, like maybe right here, and then another one right here. And I kind of just do that all the way around the circle. Okay, so once I get something that I'm happy with, I will just go ahead and fill all the way up to this block in with glass. And I basically do that by adding one layer and then using the builder's wand to fill in the rest. Okay, so now we kind of just have this weird structure that has glass walls. So normally I add something along the top, and really what I add depends on whether the dinosaur is a carnivore or a herbivore. So this guy's a herbivore, so I'm probably just going to do stone stairs around it because I don't think he climbs. I have no need to do anything fancier, so it's probably going to end up looking something along the lines of that enclosure. I also put a stone brick, like just block in between that and the glass as kind of further support for the enclosure. But I'm going to finish this up real quick and then show you the final product. And I think with this enclosure, I'm not even going to do the stairs because I'm kind of happy with how it looks without them. And I always leave the interior for when I build it in the world. I don't try to design it ahead of time. It just kind of feels unnecessary. And of course, it's very important to have a door into the enclosure. And for that, I used a reinforced door with a keycard reader. So, now that the Dryosaurus enclosure is built, I need to, build it in the actual world. So let's head back over there and find a spot to build it in. Okay guys, so we are over in the survival world now, and I did find a place to put the enclosure, and I cleared out all the dirt and everything that was in the way because it is in this heavily wooded area. But now I'm going to build it, and I'm not going to make you watch it because you had to watch me design it. So I'm going to go build it real quick. Okay, so this is the completed habitat. I really did spend a long time on the interior because I wanted it to look really good. But I did do a time-lapse recording of this that I will eventually post as a short on the channel if you want to see exactly how I did the interior and everything. But other than that, the habitat is ready for the Dryosaurs, so let's hatch them really quickly. And the egg is so cute. Okay. I'm gonna wait and bring you guys back. You guys know the drill by now. So I'll see you when they hatch. These guys are about to hatch and I am so excited. We saw them, of course, in the main world, but oh my goodness, they're so cute! Okay. They're both untamed, so I need to get something to tame them with. But we have a male, and I think the other one was female. But she's already run off. Okay, let's grab some apples to tame them with, as that is apparently their favorite food. Come on, come on. Yay! Okay, there's one. Oh, no. Come back here, come on. Yeah, okay, there's both of them. And for the second part of this episode, we're actually going to be building our first water dinosaur enclosure. And I think I've decided to make it the Leopleurodon enclosure, which I'm so excited about.
So I'm gonna clean up some building supplies and then we're gonna head over there. Okay, so we are over by where I want the Leopleurodon enclosure to be. And this one I'm not designing ahead of time. I'm just gonna kind of use the natural ocean and kind of enclose it into a habitat. And I think I'm gonna section the first bit off here because eventually I kind of want all of this area to be the water dinosaur enclosures and have like a really cool dock viewing area. I don't think I'm going to quite get to the viewing area today. I will probably do that either in between episodes or next episode, but I definitely want to get the first water dinosaur enclosure in. So I'm just gonna start like sort of building up some walls. I'm thinking about using stone brick and reinforced glass. So I think I'm just gonna get working and you guys are gonna go see a time lapse. So I will see you once I have some sort of plan or outline or maybe even the full enclosure. I don't know. But I will see you after the time lapse. Okay guys, so I was able to finish the Leopleurodon habitat. I basically just added some glowstone down there so you could see the whole habitat, and I added in the feeders. I haven't filled them up yet. I want to spawn in the Leopleurodon first, which means I need to run all the way back up to the house to go get it. So I'll be right back. So we have one Leopleurodon, and let's go hatch this guy. And actually, the water dinos are really easy or the fully water ones, because you literally just ploop, and they're there. So this is our little Leopleurodon. He's really cute. Let's make sure that he or she is tamed. Aha. Looks like she is, and her favorite food is raw fish. So I'm gonna fill up her feeders in between episodes. But I think this is where I'm going to call it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry that episodes have been taking a little while to come out. School started back, so I've been super busy with that, and I'm just happy I got the chance to record today. So thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please hit that subscribe button and leave a like or comment down below. Most of the dinosaurs still need names. Even if you don't know which dinosaur you want to name, you could still leave some suggestions for random dinosaurs down below. And again, thank you all for watching, and do something nice for somebody today. Goodbye! Hello everyone, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and welcome back to another episode of Dinos. I am so sorry it has been so long since I've posted, but this is my senior year and it has gotten very crazy and hectic. And also, earlier this week we unfortunately had to put down my dog Samson. I'm sure you heard him like clinking in the back of all of my videos, so it has been a really hard week for me, and I have not really had the energy or the time to record. But now I have a little bit of motivation and some time, so we're going to get straight into it. We are going to be building 3 enclosures, or maybe just 2. We are definitely building the Mosasaurus enclosure and the Plesiosaurus enclosure. We might not be building this one because I'm pretty sure the Ichthyosaurus spawns naturally and will thus despawn unless I name tag it, which I don't feel like doing. So, 2 enclosures. Let's get straight into it. So, I have
created a dock. It's basically just a big thing of spruce wood. I'm gonna, well, spruce it up in a little bit. But I wanted to get started on the enclosures, and we're just gonna jump straight into a time lapse. I'm gonna be building both, technically, though the Mosasaurus enclosure is gonna be really big because it's a lot bigger of a dinosaur. So I'm really excited, and let's hop straight into this time lapse. Okay, so I just completed the Mosasaurus enclosure, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. The only thing that we still have to do is put on a roof, and I'm still kind of debating how I do that. Am I just going to put like a flat glass roof on this and keep it really simple? Or am I going to try and do a crazy dome, or what? So, while I keep thinking about that, we are going to build the Plesiosaurus enclosure. So let's just jump straight into another time lapse and get this finished. I hope you enjoy. So, this is the Plesiosaurus enclosure. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I kind of went for a corner enclosure that just kind of wraps around just a little bit because I'm pretty sure the Plesiosaur is smaller than the Mosasaurus. And these enclosures would be super simple to expand later on if need be. I could literally, if I wanted to, just like move the wall down here. But I think I'm going to get a roof on this Mosasaurus enclosure real quick. I'm just going to make it super simple and do a flat roof. And I'm just going to like do some maintenance, like fill up the feeders and all that fun stuff. And then I'll bring you back and we're going to hatch the two dinosaurs. So I'll see you then. Okay. So, I've tidied this area up a bit. I made the dock look a bit nicer. I added this little pathway up to it. I, did all the stuff I said I was gonna do. And now it is time to hatch our dinosaurs, and I'm really excited. So we're gonna start with the Mosasaurus. We're gonna go right in here. And the nice thing about the sacks is they hatch instantaneously. So let's just boop. Oh, and he's already violent. Already a little violent dinosaur. Amazing. Okay. And Mr. Mosasaurus is going to be all happy in his enclosure. Or her enclosure. I don't know. I didn't get the chance before it started attacking me to check. Anyway, if you have any names for the dinosaur, please leave them in the comments. Most of these dinosaurs are, in fact, unnamed. Now, I saw that we have 3 plesiosaurs, which is just amazing. And I'm really excited because it is very rare that I have 3 of a dinosaur nowadays. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we have a female. Oh, that's the wrong button. Maybe 2 females? I don't know. 3 females, I think. So, oh my goodness, they're so tiny. And they kind of remind me of the Loch Ness Monster. But let's go see them from the dock, like, viewing area. Which means I'm gonna have to escape from the down under. Okay. This isn't really lit up yet. I'll get to that eventually. Ah, look, there's our Mosasaurus. Splashing around, having a great time. Eventually, that's the day 1 old baby. That's like the same size as our fully adult Leoplerodon. And then we have the 3 really cute Plesiosaurs. Okay. Now, I just noticed something that's going to make... Oh, let me sleep first. I just noticed something that I'm very excited about and that we have been waiting for I think a couple episodes now. And it has to do with our T-Rex. I think she's fully grown. Let me check. She tried attacking me earlier. Oh yeah, fully grown, completely. She is age 11, which means we can tame her. Now, this will be the first, like, violent dinosaur that we will be taming that doesn't just, like, instantaneously tame after we stand by them when they hatch or when we feed them. So, we are going to need... Oh my gosh, I completely forgot what it was called. Scarab gem. We're going to need a scarab gem. And this next part is unfortunately a little violent, but we have to almost kill the T-Rex and then tame them with the scarab gem. So Cookie, I am very sorry. I do not want to accidentally kill you because that can happen. Okay. Good thing we can see how much health she has. I don't want to hit her with that. No! My sword, it was just too strong. That's awful. No! I'm sad now. But I think what we can do is we can get another T-Rex. And then we'll hatch it today because if you analyze the meat, you have and the bones, you have a chance to get a fossil. Wait, when did I completely forgot that I put DNAs in here. That's a fun surprise to come back to. Okay, but let's just put all of this Tyrannosaurus stuff in here and hopefully we'll get a DNA. And oh my goodness, I feel terrible. I'm sorry, Cookie. Okay, so we already have one of those. Pretty sure we have the City Patty and the Pachycephalosaurus. And yes, I said that first try. Oh, we finally have a friend for Henry. That's amazing. Yay, we have another T-Rex. Now, I'm just gonna do 1 because 2 T-Rexes is a lot. And I don't want them to kill each other once I tame one of them. Okay, I'm gonna get you going, and then I'm gonna get Henry's friend going. And for those of you who don't remember who Henry is, he is our first dinosaur ever. And he lives right in here. He's a Platybelodon. That's what they grow up to look like. Let's check on you, Henry. How are you? Oh, you're wonderful and you're happy. That's amazing. Let's also check on our velociraptors. I haven't seen y'all in a while. Oh, hold on. I think I see her. We have 2 of these. Hold on. Let's just go inside. That is fully an option I have as the zookeeper. Hello. Okay, this is our unnamed one. See, they're 97 years old, so they're a little bit old. Aha, here's Daisy. Oh, no, Daisy, you're starving to death. Are your feeders... your feeders are full. Why do you not eat from them? See, this is one of the issues with the fossils and archaeology mod. I think when they're just out of, like, render distance to load them, like, moving in, but to still, like, load their stats, they, like, just don't eat. And it's so sad, because I've almost had several dinosaurs die on me because of it. However, I hope that's something they fix once they update the mod to 1.18. Which is super exciting. Oh, here's our dog. I don't know how much I've mentioned him in this world, but we do have a pet dog. I named him after my dog in real life, who unfortunately passed away. But he still exists, and he will always... Samson, the dog in real life, will always be in my heart. He was such a sweet old dog, and I will miss him so much. Okay, here's one of the dinosaurs we hatched yesterday. Oh, it's definitely grown, but nowhere near full size. Okay, these guys have been out of render distance and loading this whole time, so I don't expect to see much growth. Like, yeah, these are still pretty tiny. Anywho, I'm gonna go wait for the T-Rex to hatch, and then we're gonna have Cookie the second. And we're gonna do this right this time. Okay, it looks like this is almost done. Only a few more things to go. I'm just gonna go get a name tag prepped. And we will be good to go. I don't have an anvil. Okay. Cookie the second. Okay, we have a really cute baby T-Rex. Or an egg. And let's head down. I really wanted to end this episode on a good note, but apparently that didn't happen. So we're gonna get a new T-Rex in the park because rest in peace Cookie. And I'm just gonna wait here till this guy hatches. And then we're gonna have to wait a really long time before we can hatch him. Or before we can tame him. So I will see you once this guy hatches. Okay, so this guy, Cookie the second, guy or girl, is about to hatch. I'm really, really excited. Let's see. Oh, look how tiny she is. Okay, Cookie the second, here you go. We're not going to talk about what happened to your predecessor. But oh my goodness, they still started out so small. Well, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. We had some great successes and we also had some great failures. I will see you guys in the next episode, and I think that might be the last one, or maybe the second to last one, but we're getting really close to the end of this series, and I'm really excited because I have another modpack lined up, and I've been playing it just in my free time, just to kind of relax. It is super fun. It has, like, mine colonies, ice and fire, and, oh my gosh, what's the third one? There's a third big mod in there. I can't remember what it is, but the two of the big ones are ice and fire and mine colonies, and it's on 1.18.2, which means if the fossils and archaeology mod ever updates to that version, then I can add it to the mod pack, which also makes me super excited. But in the meantime,
Goodbye. I hope you'll have a nice day, and I will see you in the next one. Hello everyone, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and welcome back to another Minecraft episode! It has been so long since I've been able to record, cause, life's been a little bit crazy recently, but I'm so excited to announce that this is the season finale for the Dinosaurs series. I know it's kind of like bittersweet, but I'm really happy with all the progress that I was able to make and all of this amazing fun stuff. So, in between episodes, oh, no, my farm, dang it, okay. In between episodes, I basically just cleaned up the pathways, did some park maintenance, made sure like all the flowers were everywhere, along with the lampposts so everything was lighted up, and all that fun stuff. So today I want to start out by putting some sort of sign on each of the enclosures which tells us which dinosaur there are. Because like this one's the Velociraptor, that one's pretty easy to remember. Honestly, I forgot what kind of dinosaur Henry is. But basically it's just good to have it on there. I mean, zoos have it. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. Okay, so I was able to get all the signs on all of the enclosures, I think. I might have missed one, but I'm pretty sure I got all of them. But I have figured out what I want to do for this episode, because going in, I really haven't had all that much of a plan. But now I do, because I remembered that our Sarcos, unfortunately, did not make it. And there's this nice habitat just waiting here for them. So, I am going to go to the volcano over here, which I found a couple episodes ago, but it is covered in fossils. I'm going to go mine a lot of them, come back and analyze them, and see if we can get a Sarco. So, I'm going to head over there now, and I will meet you there. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop at 64 fossils because my inventory is full with all of these, like, specific ones. Oh, and we got some Sarco ones, so that's good. So I'm going to head home, and I will meet you guys there. Okay, so I made it back to the house, and we're just going to go upstairs to the lab and analyze all of this. Oh, yeah, that's right. Last episode, when Cookie died, I analyzed her remains, and that's why we have so much T-Rex DNA. We're not going to do all of those T-Rexes. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. But I completely forgot about that. That's why there's so much T-Rex DNA. So let me just basically fill these up with these ones. Okay. And while these are analyzing, I just want to take a second to talk about what the next series is going to look like, because it's going to look very different from this series. It's going to be on a newer version, so it's not going to include the Fossils and Archeology mod, unfortunately. And I will return to the Fossils and Archeology mod once it has been updated to the newest version. And oh my goodness, that is perfect timing. We have our first Sarco DNA. Let's get that analyzing. So back to what the next series is going to look like. It is going to be based around
2 mods. It was originally going to be 3, but I had some issues with the create mod and the new flywheel integration. It's basically bugged out on MacBooks and will not let you play, which is awful because I love playing the create mod. It is one of my favorite technology mods. I put a bug report in and hopefully it will get fixed, but as of right now, it isn't. So, the 2 main mods it is going to be about is the Mine Colonies mod, which is a big town building mod, and Ice and Fire, which adds like tons of mythical creatures, dragons, all of that fun stuff. So those are the 2 main mods that are going to be in the series. There's going to be loads of others. It's going to be super, super fun. I am also going to start doing like not daily, but like every episode I'm going to do a Bible verse at the beginning, because as a Christian, my religion is very important to me and I want to share that with you guys. And I know that's not going to be everyone's thing, but I am going to start doing it. So I just wanted to give y'all a heads up on that and like what the next series is going to look like. Unless the Ice and Fire mod updates to a newer version, it will be on 1.18.2. So it's going to be on one of the newer versions, which is just so exciting for me because 1.12.2, while it is a really good version of Minecraft for modding, it doesn't have a lot of the newer stuff, which makes me kind of sad. So I'm really excited to go back up to 1.18.2. So that's basically all I wanted to say. I'm going to wait for these to finish analyzing and cultivating, and I will meet you back once I get all the stuff ready, so we can hatch at least 1 Sarco, hopefully more. But I will see you then. Hey guys, so I just recorded a whole 20 minutes of footage and my OBS glitched out. So unfortunately there is no footage of me actually hatching our sweet, sweet Sarco. She's... Oh, I'm so sorry, Sammy. I forgot you were following me. Come here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Back on track. I'm sorry, guys. My OBS completely glitched out. But we were able to hatch our Sarco. She is a girl, and she's just so cute. I couldn't tame her because she was just moving around too much. But there she is. I also did a whole park tour, but I think I'm gonna save that for a separate video. And I'm just gonna fly back to the very beginning and we're gonna do a quick walkthrough of the park. So here's our first dinosaur. His name is Henry. And then the velociraptors, here are our stegosauruses. These are all the dinosaurs we did. This is a cute little bird that has a really long, confusing name that's hard to pronounce. Here's some of the last land dinos we did. Up here, I think these guys are super cute and well done. Honestly, the whole mod is so well done. Big shout out to the fossils and archaeology devs. They did so amazing on all the models and all the animations, and it's such an in-depth mod. And I cannot wait till it's updated to 1.18, and they're currently working on that, so I'm so excited. Here are the Titanuses. I hope I'm saying that right. All grown up. And then here is their Gastrornis sibling or cousin. They're very similar. Here's the Therizin or something. The Therizinosaurus. She's not fully grown yet. She's almost there though. She's getting there. They're normally like super tall. That's it for over here. Let's go to the other side of the park. Let's go this way. Here are these guys, the Parasaurolophuses. They make such a cool noise. Like, did you hear it? It's so, like, eerie. Will they make it one more time? See, you hear that? It's just so crazy. That's such a cool noise. And then in here are the Ankylosaurus. There's one way back there through the vines. Those guys are really cool. Let me sleep real quick. So over here is the Gallimimus. We only have one. And he looks a little bit weird, like his neck. But he's still really cool looking. Here is the Diplodocus. They're really similar to the Brachiosaurus. They're just really long and big. I don't even think they're fully grown yet. And then let's go all the way back to the Allosaurs, our first like non-tameable dinosaur. I think we had 5 to start out with, but we are down to 3. I don't know what happened to them. 2 just disappeared. I think they might have died. I don't think they got out because these 3 are still here, and I haven't seen them running around. So, you know, that's a little bit disturbing. 2 missing dinosaurs. Over here are the city patties. I just think they look so cool. Like, their heads look cool. And then over here, I think this dinosaur has to be my favorite. It is the Dilophosaurus. We only have one, so let me come over here to get a better look. I just like love the things on their head. It's just so cool. Yep. And then we're gonna head over to where we did all the carnivores. Nope. Sammy, you are not dying, okay? Okay, as I was saying, we're gonna head over here. This is where I did all the carnivores episode, where there's like this cute little guy, and these guys over here that look like mini T-Rexes, our Sarco, of course. There's these guys, which are basically really big velociraptors, if I can find one. I don't really see one. They're really good at hiding. Hopefully they didn't escape again, because I have had an issue with these guys escaping. There's one. Here are 3 Spinos, Pearl, Amethyst, and I can't remember the third one's name. I'm sorry. But I actually got their names as a suggestion from one of you guys. And then there's these guys over here, the Ornitholestes, which are hiding in the grass. And then, of course, our T-Rex, Cookie the Second, who's still growing up. And then finally, of course, over here are 3 water dinos. The Leopleurodon here, who's all grown up. The Mosasaurus over here, who is still growing. That is not its full size. It gets so much bigger. And then finally,
are plesiosaurs, all three of them, the little Loch Ness monsters. So that is the whole park. I just want to thank you all so much for watching this series. We hit like 100 and almost 20 subs, and just thank you all so much. And I will see you in the next series, which I am so excited about. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.